Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to the live stream. We have here the finals which has just kicked off,
To the
and
live stream.
already we have Petroff defense on the board. Look at Divya there blitzing it out, and Humpy as well. And joining me for this momentous occasion is the one and only Harshit Bhai.
Hello, Sagar Bhai. This is the finale. This is the playoffs between Divya and Humpy. The games have started with the Petrov defense.
Yes, we are starting 3 hours in advance, and we thought there is a 15-minute delay, but because it's rapid, there is only 5 minute delay, bhai. So we are
Ooh.
definitely under time pressure. Sorry, guys, for starting a bit late, but here we are. We saw the Petrov. Divya snatched the pawn in the center. Let's just have the analysis board here. D6, knight came back. Knight e4, it's 15 minutes plus 10-second increment. Two games will be played, and bishop f5.
Yeah, Humpy plays Bishop f5. I am someone who really likes playing these positions with white just to go rook e1, knight d2. And the position is very symmetrical, but white retains like this one extra tempo, and quite often this makes it quite uncomfortable for black.
Absolutely here. And after bishop e7 played here, Divya hasn't made her move yet, or has she? She's played c4.
Oh, she plays c4. By the way, I love your blue shirt, Sagar, by bleeding blue, because no
Array.
matter who wins, an Indian is going to be the World Cup champion.
Yes, it's actually a big day, and it could very well end in two games, Arshit Bhai, but it could also go on and on endlessly. Do you know the rules? There is a fine, like it's 15 plus 10 2 games, 10 plus 10 2
Uh-huh.
games, 5 plus 3 2 games, and then 3 plus 2 you have to play until a winner is found. So technically this can go on forever.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that we get to see as many games as possible. Right now, Divya, still in her prep, it seems like she has gotten a small edge from the opening and also 1 minute edge.
On the clock as well. Yeah. And for now rook comes to e1 here, and Humpy is thinking where to develop this knight. Is it knight c6? Is it knight d7?
I
Some
like the
options.
move. In general, I like to play knight d7, knight b6 to control the d5 square. But I have a feeling that in this exact scenario, it might be a bit too slow, as white will play knight to c3 there. Humpy goes knight c6 instead.
Hmm. She puts her knight out on c6, putting pressure on the central pawn, and the knight comes to c3.
Divya playing very quickly. She hasn't even thought for like 30 seconds. I mean, she's just blitz out all of her moves.
Well, bhai, she is in her preparation. And
Uh-huh.
I think this has always been true that Divya has been one of the best prepared players in this tournament from opening perspective. Knight d6, attacking the bishop on c4.
Ooh. And now this is a big moment. Will you play bishop b3? Will you play bishop d3 to exchange more pieces? Or the engine recommends bishop d5 and Divya immediately plays it.
Wow, wow, amazing. She is right on the ball here. She knows what she has to play. And bishop d5 putting pressure. Humpy also moving quickly, knight b4. And now the bishop comes back, defending c2 square. But Harshit bhai, can we jump in? Knight d3.
Yeah, it seems like both the players are in their preparation. भाई सब कुछ याद कैसे रखते हैं ये?
I am sure that they are actually completely prepared and have revised their lines. Humpy's Petrov is not a big secret. I think she has played it before. So Divya must have looked at it before the game.
Oh, and my battery is very low.
Oh, your battery or laptop's battery, bhai?
My laptop's battery, sorry.
अच्छा ओके ओके हर्षित भाई आपका तो बैटरी लो नहीं लग रहा है आप तो बहुत फ्रेश
No,
लग
no.
रहे हो आज
I'm super fresh. I am very excited for this matchup. I've been, trying to guess their openings. I thought that Divya will go for e4 because that's what she does. And the shorter the time control gets, you usually want to play something you're very familiar with. Divya has been always playing this move 1 e4 since her childhood, and she's going back to basics.
Yes, and now with Rookie 3 coming up to attack the knight in the center, and maybe knight takes c1 is possible
Yeah, knight
here.
takes c1 to just chop off that bishop, and that's what she does. But I'm a bit scared as Divya seems to be just blitzing out everything just like yesterday. She knows the intricacies of the opening.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, rook takes c1, putting pressure down the c file. And also, a big threat now, Harshit Bhai, is knight to d5, right? Attacking the bishop on e7 and also the pawn on c7.
Oh, that's a really nice spot there, Sagar. By knight d5 becomes a big threat for white, and that's why c6 might be necessary to stop white from doing that.
And actually speaking, I really like the long term nature of black's position, having control like three pawns here, three pawns here, two pawn islands, while white has only one pawn, sort of an isolated pawn. But in return, it seems like white's pieces are just very well positioned.
Exactly. Strategically speaking, Black has everything like he should, but in the short term, White has gotten a huge initiative and c6 played. It's possible that White somehow plays knight e5 here, puts pressure on the f7 pawn because White ko kuch to jaldi karna hai.
Definitely, this is a possibility. F7 pawn under pressure. We have 2,500 people watching this. 2,694 to be precise. Guys, can we reach the super GM mark? 2,700 crossed. Do like the stream. सिर्फ 200 like है stream पे guys. Like more, 1,000 like तक पहुंचते so that more people can join in and know that what a huge event is happening today. It's the finals of the FIDE Women's World Cup 2025.
Yeah, like kar do guys so that more people can join the final day of this World Cup that's happening in Batumi, Georgia. C6 and Divya for the first time is thinking here, Sagar Bhai. I think she's weighing her options right now. What do you think she will play?
I think 95, Harshit, by what you said, to attack here on F7 seems like a very good plan. Also,
That's what I
maybe,
thought.
yeah, but it's
But
not good.
95, Bishop G5. Ooh
Oh
la
my
la.
goodness. Oh my goodness. This is insane. You could just lose material here. So we can't do that.
You
And
cannot
joining
relax.
us all the way from the bedroom, the one and only Amruta Mokal. Hello, Amruta.
Oh, hi. Hi, guys. What's
Hello,
up?
Tactical Queen has joined us.
अरे थैंक यू भाई ऐसे ही नाम
Please
दिया
come
है
inside the frame.
क्या चल रहा है व्हाट्स
Show us
अप
some tactics, Amruta, in this position. Do you like white pieces? That is Divya's position, or do you like black pieces here?
जनरली आई प्रेफर आइसोलेटेड pawn because there's a lot of piece activity.
And
Right.
guess whom I prefer and considering the shirt that I'm wearing.
Arey, you
White.
But
Oh.
I've always loved to play against the isolated pawn because I do believe in long-term strategic advantage, and I have been beaten many times by aggressive players. But still, I do believe
Yeah.
that here White's position is not. Black's position is not bad. Very, very nice, solid position.
Absolutely. Long-term strategic advantage, Sagar. Did you think about your hair? Like, is it a strategic disadvantage?
No, I actually thought about when I got together with you that it's a long-term strategic advantage. So
Okay.
that was a
Short-term
very
loss
good.
lage par.
Long-term strategic advantage.
There were a lot of difficulties, like here d5 break, same way we had our fights and all. But now it seems it has worked out. H3 played here.
H3 played. Okay. And when you're playing against an isolated queen pawn, Amruta, you want to exchange more pieces.
Yes.
Knowing this, what do you think you should play with black?
Good question there.
That's a tough question actually.
Because bishop g5 is not a move I would love to play and give that bishop for the knight for sure.
Why not, Amruta? Why not? Bishop g5, you're exchanging one piece.
Really?
Yes. After knight g5,
Wow.
g5, The rook on 8 can jump into d8 now, and suddenly, one pair of minor pieces has been exchanged.
Harshit, there is a bias, because I love bishops. Then I'm like, considering a move like bishop g5 is very hard. How do you quickly spot such moves?
I think it's very important that in chess you don't keep biases. You just have to play according to the position on the board and not be stuck to some feeling.
Harshit, by giving life advice here, guys, don't be stuck with biases in your life on the board and off the board.
Good one. Yeah, it's important. Otherwise, bishop g5, I would, think of how are you giving up with a double bishop advantage and so on. But
By the
By
way,
the way,
Pawan
Bishop
Patel in the chat
Yes.
says switch to FIDE chess for professional commentary if you are annoyed. Guys, the link is in the pinned comment. Please go and check it out. Very professional and amazing commentary there by Almira Skripchenko, Gaprinda Shvili, and they have an amazing broadcast. So do check it out. You have two options, there or here.
but you don't have to be annoyed and switch. You can simply switch even happily that way.
Yes. Can we have the live chat?
Yeah.
I'm very curious if black can just play the move bishop to f6 here and put pressure on the d4 pawn. But the problem is that white is just very well positioned. She can play queen d2, bring the rook from c1 to e1, and look at Humpy's clock. Humpy, being the world rapid champion, obviously knows when to think in these rapid formats. But right now, Divya has taken a 3-minute edge on the clock. Queen to d2 could be an idea for white just to bring the rook from c1 in the game.
Right. That could be a very good idea to just connect the rooks, but black has to decide, and she goes bishop g6. She didn't want to part away with her bishop there with bishop g5, but now, still knight e5 is bad, yeah, because of bishop g5. Okay.
Exactly.
Can't do it.
Okay, but tell me something. Bishop g6 also vacates the f5 square. So is the knight on d6 planning to attack?
Oh,
Amruta
Amruta.
finding the
Kya
nuance
baat
in
hai?
the position.
Good one, huh? Okay.
Very alert there. While Divya is totally focused because this is definitely an idea that is on the cards. Harshit bhai, what should we do now? It doesn't seem like white's position is flowing. Like queen d2, knight f5, rook is a little bit weird.
Queen d2
Yeah,
anyway
I
on the
agree.
diagonal.
This is actually a very important moment. By the way, Sagar bhai, could you remind the viewers what are they playing for right now in this finals?
Well, they are actually playing for the title of the World Cup champion. And basically, they are both qualified for candidates. But winning the World Cup is huge. And for Divya, if she manages to win, she will become a grandmaster today. India will have a new grandmaster.
Wow. 88th, no?
88th
88th
GM.
Oh my
grandmaster.
god.
Such a momentous number that would be knight a4.
And not just that, but a woman grandmaster. Like a woman becoming a grandmaster, we have. Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, knight a4 going for an outpost.
Yeah, she goes knight a4, wanting to put her knight to c5 to put some pressure there. I mean, but as you said, I mean, black in general is quite solid. Koneru does have to keep an eye on her clock right now. She has fallen down to less than 10 minutes.
So now if knight f5 and attacks the rook, what is her idea? Where
Just
does she
rook back
retreat?
to e1. Rook back to e1.
And then bishop f6, like, is your d4 pawn...
And now after bishop f6, the b2 pawn is protected, which can allow me to push pawn from d4 to d5.
And that exchange is good, yeah, for you? It's not just equalizing.
You're actually right. It might be equalizing, Amruta, actually. Knight a4. And this, it's possible that this just
CD5
in a draw.
Bishop
that
d5.
would be actually a good news for Humpy, because with the white pieces, generally you want to put a bit of pressure on your opponent. And here I don't think that Divya has managed to do that so well. Humpy's position looks very coordinated.
Yeah. By the way, what's the poll saying? Did people think that Humpy is gonna win or Divya is gonna win?
By the way, Humpy's just played bishop g5, a move later, and Divya chopped it. And while Harshit bhai, let's put this poll actually, as you have asked, to our viewers.
Yeah,
Queen
queen takes
g5.
g5. To be honest, the more that I think about it, I kind of like Black's position because he's ready to go rook d8 and put
Mhm.
pressure on the d4 pawn. The knight on a4 slightly looks misplaced to me, to be very honest with you.
Hmm. But knight is coming to c5, no?
Yeah, it's coming to c5, but where next? I mean, the pawn on b7 is already protected.
True, true.
Oh.
Divya's super focused there. Look at her concentration, has both her hands on her head. She does not want to miss this opportunity.
I have one question, Harshit. Okay, you've got your queen on g5, but what are your
Mhm.
next threats? Like rook d8, you want to play, okay?
Yeah.
But rook g3, if I go, where's the queen
Okay.
gonna go?
Just queen to f6.
And knight c5. Okay, I have no threat.
Rook
You're
d8.
right.
Yeah. And
And then knight f5 is another tempo with the rook on g3, rook on e3. That's slightly irritating for white rook.
exactly, Amruta. Exactly. And that's why
And
Divya is
meanwhile,
thinking,
guys, we have hit around 4,800 people, guys, and only 1,092 likes. Guys, do like the stream. We have two of India's finest players fighting it out for the top spot, the victory, the trophy in the FIDE Women's World Cup 2025 happening in Batumi, Georgia. We will have two games of 15 plus 10. This is the first game. If someone wins it one and a half, they are the champion, or 2-0. But if it is 1-1, we go to 10 plus 10 segment, again two games. Again, if it is 1-1, we go into two games of 5 plus 3. Again, if it is 1-1, we go into 3 plus 2 blitz, which will be played until a winner is found. And if you remember, this was the same rule in the FIDE World Rapid and Blitz 2024, where Magnus
Oh.
uh, and Nepo actually played on and agreed to share the title. I don't think that's going to happen today.
Wow, that would be nice. Divya and Humpy getting a shared title in World Cup.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Rook g3 by Divya. And as Harshit Bhai was saying, it seems like Divya's pieces are going actively but not doing much together.
yeah, I mean, the rook on g3, I mean, I'm not sure where it is eyeing because the bishop on g6 completely protects the black king on g8. It's like black has a shield which stops white from putting any pressure there, and the pawn on d4 remains to be a long-term weakness.
Right. And the queen goes back to f6 now. And Humpy is slowly asking Divya that, look, you have a weakness here. I'm bringing my two rooks in the center of the board. My bishop is doing a good job here. What are your
Well, rook
plans?
c3, this rook c3 with the idea of rook f3.
अरे
I
अमृता
want
कितने
to
रुक क्लिक करेगी?
go.
मुझको भी टू रिफ्ट करा दे.
But
But
computer
Amruta, I
just.
spoke.
अरे यार.
ये खेला तो.
अरे फिर बिशप h5
Oh
ओप्सीज.
my God.
Wow.
क्या ही move
Take
and
a rook
here.
f6, bishop
ये
d1.
फोट तो रहा ही.
Okay, that knight is deadly.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
so in this is the live position, queen f6, and now suddenly Divya, I'm sure, understands that black's position is quite comfortable. If I was white here, I would already be looking to put the brakes and somehow try to just draw this game.
yes, but Harshit bhai, you know Divya well, yeah. She is always ambitious. She's trying to look for her chances. I don't think she is thinking that, oh, my position is bad or something. She's just looking for, how can I somehow attack, maybe d5 move or something like that. She's thinking.
Yeah, because you want to go h4, h5, but the queen on f6 is doing a wonderful job attacking here, stopping this. Even any ideas with f4, you just can't think of them.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm so annoyed with that bishop on g6 that I'm even considering this move bishop to c2. Just
Oh.
get rid of that bishop.
I
You
was
must.
going to ask you, Harshit, how would that exchange be? But earlier, and right now, he's actually thinking of
But
it.
Amruta, like isolated pawn, if you have, you don't want to be trading pieces. That just goes against, like here, take.
But
And
that much is annoying. That bishop on g6.
yeah.
That's what he's trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, the bishop on g6 is just stopping white from creating any chances, and that's why I'm like, maybe if we get rid of those bishops, we can have some practical chances. Right now, Humpy's position, even though the engines say it's equal, is easier to play.
I agree. I agree. Guys, key moment. Also, the time is a huge factor. 8 minutes 50 seconds for Divya, 7 minutes 50 seconds for Koneru Humpy.
And they have a 10-second increment after every move they make. So it's not going to be very, I mean, it's not going to be very important, even if they come down to less than 2 minutes. But they need to keep the position fundamentally strong, because right now Divya's position has clear weaknesses. The pawn on d4, knight on a4, completely misplaced. Rook on g3,
Yeah.
unclear. Kya kar raha hai? It's like white's position is scattered, black's position has harmony.
Correct. Amruta,
Wonderfully explained,
this
actually.
position is like our life.
Scattered, guys.
Like our house, actually.
Yeah, like
completely
right.
scattered everywhere things, and we need
Today we had
clean
a
it up.
fight. Today we had a flight.
Fight.
Actually,
Amruta is like flight.
Fight,
नया
flight.
flight हो गया.
Fight is every day, but flight is new.
Flight को guys, we have just cancelled it. जैसे ही the round will end, we will be running
towards Delhi, where we will meet.
No, we won't run towards Delhi. That's too many kilometers.
We will run only till ground floor. From there, taxi.
By the way, Divya's clock has now fallen below Humpy's clock. 7 minutes 30 seconds for Divya.
She played
D5?
Yes. And
Okay,
Humpy
it's
now,
clear that she wants to liquidify the tension now.
Hi, what if I take, then I guess queen takes, and maybe this is what she wants to do. But can Humpy here make this move rook a d8?
D takes c6 is a blunder.
Yeah, that would be a big mistake. Guys, what should black play here?
We have a super chat by Bikel. He says, Sagar bhai, what do you think is sharper, Divya's intuitions or Harshit bhai's jawline?
Yes, guys, definitely Harshit bhai's jawline. There is no doubt about it.
Divya's intuition, of course.
Oh, and Humpy goes rook a d8. It's played here.
Man, this
Pinning the pawn.
Okay, this is really a good move by Humpy.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, and look at Divya. Her face definitely changed a little bit there. She definitely is nervous. I can see it from her face, because DC6 knight e4 is going to give black a winning advantage. And now I mean, it's very hard to play a move with white. Like,
Can she not go knight c5? Or does she have to worry about b6?
C5,
or knight e4, Amruta.
Oh, but knight e4, no? Knight e4, bishop e4, I'm losing the pawn.
Yes. Oh, look at this variation, guys.
Exactly.
Take, bishop takes, and this. And I want to ask the chat one question here, guys. This view that we have of the board and the players, do you like it? Do you like the view where we have both the players and the big board? What do you prefer? This one? Right now, what we have on our screen? Because this is a very nice sort of change that we've brought in thanks to Vivek by queen g4. Oh my goodness. This
mistake by Divya.
It seems like a
Divya
huge
has
mistake,
made a mistake.
right? People are like, this is fine. This one. Okay.
Is it a huge mistake, as you would say? Like, what's happening?
It's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad, because she's not losing any material on the spot.
She's losing material. Knight f5, attacking the rook, and cd5, pawn down.
Okay, knight f5, rook d3. Is there a disco?
Yeah, knight h6 disco is there.
Oh, nice one. Nice backward move, Harshit bhai. Looking sharp with your intuition as well. Queen g4 here. Knight f5. And this is the board position, as we have 6,500 people tuning in, guys. आ जाओ. It's a big game here.
वो तो आई है ना, और जो आए नहीं है वो कैसे सुनेंगे? आ जाओ.
अरे यार, पूरा
लूपोल था बहुत बड़ा.
पूरा मजा ये कर दिया.
By the way, Humpy is down to now 6 minutes. So both of the players now realize that they need to change the gear. They need to go from being able to think for 20-30 seconds to now having only 10-15 seconds per move, because this is, I mean, 5.5 minutes is not a lot of time.
Yes, and can we look at both the players right now? Oh, Humpy's about to make a move. She takes
She
on
plays
D5.
CD5.
Okay, she doesn't
CD5.
find knight f5.
No, but
For
think
what
about
reason?
it. If bishop d5, there is knight f5.
Ooh.
So actually, she's made a very interesting move. Divya cannot take. Divya goes rook
Rook
f3
f3.
instantly.
I have a feeling that Humpy is in control of this position right now. Queen to e5 looks like a very natural move to me.
Redundant knight at no a4 also cannot easily leave the b2 pawn.
Hmm. The knight
Right,
on
that's a
a4
good
is
point.
definitely misplaced.
That's a good point. This is under pressure.
Hmm.
The
Queen
Akhil
e5
says this is a good broadcast setup. Don't change this. Acha, okay, bhai. Right now, what to play? Queen e5.
or queen e6, like what Divya did yesterday. This move.
Oh, queen
Oh, she
e6.
plays it.
Humpy did play that move.
Oh, she plays queen
Ooh.
e6. If you remember, Divya was the one who played this move queen e6 yesterday. Today it's Humpy who plays queen e6. If you take, the f pawn will come to e6, protecting the d5 pawn. White is a pawn down.
That would be terrible. Now Humpy would be clearly better because her pawn becomes very secure. So Divya should not take here on e6. But what's her options here?
But
She could go
Indian
back.
is not happy with queen e6 in comparison. What was the Indian's best move here?
Well, Engine was recommending knight f5 or even h5 as a possibility, Amruta.
Okay.
But I think
Knight.
humanly, queen e6 is a very decent move by Humpy. And
Knight
Divya's time.
c5 now. Knight c5 you will take on g4.
Yeah,
g4
knight c5 is-
because you can't move the knight easily because b7 will be hanging, I thought. So d5 is still d4.
Yeah, and also Amruta, b6 kicking the knight away or d4 pushing the pawn forward. d3 could come in with the support of this bishop.
Bishop on g6 only one time it went to g6 was life में everything settled.
It was so nice. Bishop on g6 there. Abhi queen e6 ke baad, it's very important that you don't capture your opponent's queen and improve their position. Instead, you want your opponent to capture your piece so that the h pawn moves closer towards the center. Whenever you capture, you should always try to capture towards the center. And that's why maybe something like rook to d1 seems quite natural to me, putting more pressure on the d5 pawn.
Or knight c3, just coming back, same idea, to put so much pressure on d5 so that you can actually win this pawn. But I was wondering if knight c3, queen g4, hg4, d4, isn't that
Yeah,
something to worry about?
Knight e2.
Yeah, knight e2 d3.
Knight f4.
Going after this
Yeah,
pawn.
this is
Bishop e4.
interesting.
Bishop e4, rook e3.
d2.
Yeah, this
It's just going आगे and आगे.
मर जाएगा पर rook d1.
I have a feeling that knight c3 is not going to happen for sure. It's very hard to evaluate, just capturing and allowing d4. That's why I think perhaps Divya might go for rook d1, but 4 minutes for Divya. Divya is getting nervous now.
Yeah, I don't know, Harshit bhai, if Divya's face, this what she has is no, but she did look at the clock.
Yes.
By the way, with rook d1 which you mentioned, there you don't have d4. So queen g4, hg4 के बाद the pawn is going, na? Rook d1 moves Sagar.
I have bishop e4, Amruta, there.
Yeah, you still have that in time.
Oh my God, less than 4 minutes for Divya. I'm getting a little scared right now because she needs to play quickly, try to attack that pawn on d5. White say if she loses, coming back into this match is going to be very difficult. Humpy looks ice cold there.
Yeah, super relaxed there, Humpy, and I think Humpy has had many such occasions where she has been under crunch pressure and delivered. Divya, for her, she also has done that many times. In fact, we remember gold medal at Olympiad and so on. But I think somehow this one-to-one encounter where you are facing Humpy might be a little bit tough.
Yeah, she goes,
She
and
plays
also
queen.
tiebreakers. Championship
What did she
tiebreakers
play?
are very
Queen
precious.
f4, Queen f4.
Four. Very interesting. By the way, of course, we are rooting for Humpy or we are rooting for Divya, but let's not forget that they have played so well, reached all the way to the
Yeah.
finals. एक बार Divya OP and Humpy OP हो जाए, because to reach here on this occasion
क्या
is
बात है?
just incredible.
That's absolutely correct. I think they both have made us super proud. And now this move that has been made by Divya is creating the threat of knight c5 attacking the queen.
We are having, actually, it's a historic day in a way
Yes,
today.
28th July.
Almost 8,000 people watching. Divya has played Queen f4. It's a very interesting move. It's kind of stable. It's not, allowing black any. It's not allowing black to find any concrete ideas here. Maybe Rook d1 at some point will happen. What should Humpy play here?
Yeah, for Humpy also, I think her moves are easier, like putting the knight on c4 could be one,
Knight
but then
c4 is not easy.
you
Because
just
all the time the knight was going on f5, e4, and suddenly knight c4, I think.
Did she play?
look at this, guys. I know she's about to play, but knight c4, bishop c4, pawn c4, queen c4, queen c4, rook c4, and then what is the move, guys, that black plays and wins at that point? Let's see if our chat can sort of
Visualize, yeah?
Visualize.
yeah. Nikhil Bajaj says commentary better than Navjot Singh Sidhu's. अरे क्या बात है?
कैसे बेटर हो सकता है? हमने क्रिकेट का किया ही नहीं अभी तक.
नहीं अपना ये commentary. B6. Yes, guys, B5 was the move that we were talking about. Fantastic. This
Super
is how
smart.
it would have happened. Take, and in fact here just B5 winning the piece. But B6 played by Humpy.
Yeah, B6 played more logical to stop knight c5 because her queen is on e6. Divya down to less than 3 minutes. I like Humpy's strategy that, Divya is obviously the much faster player, being young and energetic. So she's keeping a time advantage so that, she can always match up.
I like Divya's measured approach, knight c3
Yeah.
here. Very
move.
good move, putting pressure on the d5 pawn.
Yeah, and now actually it's hard to protect that d5 pawn. Has Divya made a comeback?
Kind of.
Maybe we can move the knight, right? Like for example, knight c4. Does that work?
But
Or
then
you
still
just
knight d5. Exactly.
oh tactics, guys.
Knight c4, knight e5.
She goes
Plays
knight
knight
e4.
Knight e4. Yeah.
What's this move?
No, it's good. No,
Wait,
knight e4,
wait.
bishop e4.
This is hanging or not? Oh no, this is not hanging.
No.
Because rook d5 and then bishop d5, queen d5. So d5 pawn is defended.
We never want to give away two minor pieces for a rook. That's why taking on d5.
Wait, what happened, Harshit Bhai? Harshit Bhai in New Delhi. Oh, and rook e1 played here. So rook
Okay,
to
she's
e1.
pinned a knight again.
I love how Harshit Bhai is just completely frozen.
अच्छा अपना इंटरनेट का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है ना?
उसका वो लुक देखो एकदम ऐसे. Come on, एकदम intense look है. Rook e1 पे, guys, he will join. Very rook e1 played. And now at this point, can we have a look once at both the players? Vivekji. Yes, there we have it, guys. With the full clock and all, 2 minutes 20 seconds for Divya, 2 minutes 23 seconds, 2 minutes 30 seconds for Humpy. Insane. Guys, Harshit Bhai is in. Oh, he's back. Harshit Bhai is back, guys. Because
I'm
he
back,
is
I'm
in
back.
a hotel in Delhi. So his internet might be unstable, but his analysis is super stable here, guys. Queen to c6 played by Humpy.
Queen c6 played. Humpy is holding on to that pawn by hook or crook, and Divya is just trying to put more and more pressure. Maybe it's just time to put that final pressure, play rook to d1. She has not played that move yet. 2 minutes each.
Yeah.
2 minutes each and the first tiebreaker game. इससे ज़्यादा क्या ही interesting हो सकता है, Harshit?
No, I mean,
it can go in any direction. Although it's drawish now, I personally think that Divya has to be very accurate with rook d1 move, putting pressure. She might be a clear pawn down if she's not careful.
Okay, but
Yeah.
tell me something. The Indian says it's equal.
Yeah.
And that to Divya being a pawn down, which means is the Indian favoring White's position in some way?
If she recovers the pawn, maybe yes, but Amruta, will she recover?
Yeah, that's the question. Will she recover the pawn down to 1.5 minutes now? Maybe we can just go full screen because it's all going to come down to the last 2 minutes now.
Definitely. Let's have a look at right now. Divya down to 1 minute 14 seconds. She takes on e4. And now pawn takes is possible. It's also bishop takes. So big decision for Humpy to take with the pawn or to take with the bishop.
Wow,
I
F7
would
pe
take with the
pressure.
pawn.
Acha,
I
you're
would
not
take with the
worried about the
pawn.
bishop opening on B3?
Because I feel like my rook d8 का open हो जाएगा, d3 पे आ सकता है. Bishop g6 protects f7 so well.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Humpy is thinking she takes with the d pawn. Yes.
Oh,
And rook c3 played.
Rook c3. Maybe time to play queen d6.
you know, in long term thing, that bishop on B3 does look very powerful. Like it's slightly scary on F7.
वो सिर्फ दिखने में scary, Amruta. In reality, not really doing a whole lot.
Okay, let's trust you.
Yeah, queen d6
Queen
played.
d6 played. Queen d6 played. Will Divya exchange and just put her rook on c7? That looks very logical and intuitive to me.
Yeah, take, rook c7, attacking the pawn on a7. That could be an idea here.
For sure, for sure.
Yes, but down to 1 minute. Oh, she avoids the queen trade. Queen g4.
I don't like this decision.
No,
I
now
don't like
Humpy
this.
seriously better. Humpy is like a clear pawn up.
Yeah, because queen g4, now black can just play queen f6, invade with the rook from d8 to d2, put pressure on the f2 pawn, and suddenly black is a pawn up and is the one attacking.
But maybe she thought if she exchanges queens anyway, black is a pawn up, and that might be easier. Aisa assessment could be like that.
Yeah, of course, she thought that, exchanging the queens would allow Humpy to get a technically better position. She wants to keep tension on the board, and maybe she was right because Humpy is down to 1 minute now.
Yeah, practically, I think it's a good decision.
Look at Humpy there. Then Humpy does not get tensed at all. Like from her expression, you will not even realize she's down to a minute.
You know, Sagar, in 2019 in World Rapid and Blitz, she was playing tiebreakers. We were there in Moscow, and the way
she won in 2024 the World Rapid title. So she's been 2-time World Rapid champion. Queen d7. She's trying to trade, and Divya is avoiding the trade, and she put the queen here on f4, but then she brought it back.
Oh, are
Because
they
queen
going to
f4
repeat?
allows queen d2. No, queen f4 allows queen d2. That's why she is hesitating a little bit. The tension is heating up in the position. My laptop is heating up.
Bye. Queen d7, and we have 8,600 people joining in. And queen g3 played by Divya. She goes back, which is maybe not a bad move. It's completely fine. Guys, right now, it's closer to equality than a big advantage to Humpy. But things can actually change if one mistake made by either side.
By 30 seconds, don't touch the h pawn because white queen takes g6. She goes queen d6. Very
I
important.
think they're going to repeat. They are repeating.
No way.
Are you already
No way.
Black is pawn up. How will Humpy repeat? I don't think she play. Oh,
H5.
She plays h5
Boom.
now. Now you can't take it. Queen is defending. And
Exactly.
Divya actually, she made her move and then she got back. I think queen g5, she's a little bit afraid of queen d2 there.
But she's looking at her time again and again. 45 seconds.
She plays it.
She plays queen g5. Queen d2 is a good move that black can play in this position.
Because if you take on g6, the even rook is hanging.
But what if rook d1 for g5 is hanging?
Yeah,
she goes rook f8.
Wow. Okay. And now rook d1, Harshit by Amruta. Maybe
queen
the
f6 will have to go.
Bishop defends it. He plays rook c1. Divya wants to enter.
Oh, rook c6 is a big threat.
C6.
Winning the g6 bishop.
Oh, sharp there.
Tricky Divya. Trying to find some ideas. Rook e5 played. Queen
God,
g3.
is it a mistake? No.
By the way,
But
guys,
Divya
there
is
was
back.
Queen D8, and Rook C8, but I don't think Humpy went for it, and now Rook E7 played.
But what if Rook C6? One second, I'm not.
No, Queen takes Queen. So Queen is offered for a trade.
And now Rook d1. Actually,
Oh my
Divya.
God, Rook D1!
Rook
Divya
D1.
can get this huge tactic because Queen
Yes.
takes Queen. There is intermediate. Is she?
Oh, oh, she is.
No,
She
Rook
has spotted it. 40 seconds.
she
She
finds
plays
it.
it.
And
Queen
Queen takes
D1.
one only
Best
move.
move. Humpy finds the best move. King H2. The position still equal because Humpy has a rook, bishop, and a pawn.
No, but I think she did make a mistake.
Oh,
But
blunder.
Divya was winning.
Blunder.
Rook C8.
Goodness.
She should have given
C8.
Queen B8 check, but now Rook D8 comes in, finds
Only
it. Very
Divya,
important.
What
play
would
that.
have happened for
in the
King
driver's
H7?
seat.
I think Harshit bhai, now it's
King H7,
a
Queen
very difficult position for Humpy, right? After Rook takes Rook, Queen C7, A7 pawn hanging.
You know, we have to show it to the viewers that if King H7, then there was Queen B8 earlier.
Yes,
So,
there was a mating attack for sure. So that's why Humpy wants to trade rooks.
Yeah, I mean, Rook d8 was very important. Divya, I feel, is the one who's going to play for a win right now. Fight is playing for two results. Risk-free chances for Divya right now.
Yeah, what a turnaround in just one move. And Divya was so alert. She picked up that opportunity. And now Humpy down to 47 seconds. Divya 30 seconds. Rook takes Rook. Queen goes to C3. I was expecting Queen C7, but she went to C3.
And King H7 is super logical. Just getting out of all the checks there. She needs to play this waiting move, which is going to be very helpful for her in the future.
But what's
I
the
think
plan
she
for
did.
Queen C7? You will lose the A7 pawn, yeah?
D2. Rook D2.
Oh, if you go here, Queen, then Rook comes in, chopping off these pawns. It could also become dangerous for Divya if she's not careful. But Humpy.
No, Bishop
Oh, but
F5
Bishop
is too
F5 is
risky.
lose. Yeah.
It's too risky.
Oh my God.
She finds it.
7 played Rook D7. She's trying to
This
hold
is what she wants. You know, Harshit bhai, Amruta, G6, Bishop protected, Bishop protects the Rook, Rook protects the pawn, sab kuch bach gaya.
Queen F4 played. If G6, there is G4 now.
G4.
That's what she wants. And that's why Humpy changes plans and goes back. A4. Guys,
A4
Divya
played.
actually playing this very, very smartly here. And I think she might be able to outwit Humpy. Queen
Not
F4.
so clear yet. Not so clear. Humpy has managed to get a very solid setup. If the black rook can come to D2, black is going to be the one who's going to take over the initiative. This is extremely tense.
Yeah, anything can happen here as we have 10,000 people joining in. Guys, this is just the first game of the tie break. Whoever wins here gets an edge, but it won't be over because it's a two-game matchup. Queen C1.
Queen C1 played. Can black play F6 at any point? Or do you think it's too risky?
For
Rook
now,
D3
Rook
played.
D3
Okay.
played. We go B4, B5.
Man, whom do you think will win? It's very hard to say. It's 50-50.
Draw लग रहा है ये तो.
Draw नहीं होगा यार अमृता.
G4. Look at this move, G4. Man, Divya taking her chances. She's like, I'm going to take away all the squares from this bishop. Takes.
I mean, this is a risky move that Divya made, weakening that F3 square for the rook. But we have seen this before. If Divya thinks that she can win this game, she is going to take as many risks as she can.
Oh, for sure. I think Divya now is not going to back down. She's going to go all the way. We know even in equal positions or even slightly worse positions she has tried. Either though she will be like, I have to win. And if she wins this pawn, A pawn, then she will have 2 pawns versus 1, which is totally better for her.
But if she loses the F2 pawn, then the E3 pawn will become a monster. So this is the dynamic which keeps it equal right now.
Correct. Queen C4 played, attacking the rook, pawn, F7 pawn, keeping an eye everywhere also. Ideas to go in here.
Rook
E3.
D2.
E3 played. Yes, E3. Humpy's gotten rid of that pawn. I don't know if that helps her or not.
Good, no, because the bishop on g6 is now a little free.
Correct.
And whenever you go queen c7,
The b3 pawn is hanging.
yeah.
That's a
So maybe b4, yeah? White is going to go for b4.
b4,
Rook
a4.
a5.
Very tricky position.
Actually, now
Oh.
Divya has to be careful. Not she goes king
King
g2.
g2.
Is it rook e4 strong now?
Wait, she's giving up a pawn
Rook
on
e4, queen
g4.
c8. No. I think she wants to go queen c8.
Harshit bhai, rook
Queen
e4,
c8, rook b4.
queen c7, rook g4, king f3, and then
Oh.
a7 pawn falls. Or
Okay,
what?
but if pawn
That's
is also...
crazy. I think actually after queen c7, she does have a perpetual queen h8, queen h2, queen b8, which is quite relevant.
But I don't think Divya is going for a draw, bhai. Divya is still playing for a win. Queen b5.
Rook e6, there's a fortress, no?
Yes. This is a
Yeah.
fortress. Yes, true. I think Humpy has gotten this very strong fortress now. Nothing moves. Everything is protected. No way for
Yeah.
Divya to make progress here.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I mean, white is not even slightly better anymore. This is a complete equality.
Right.
King g8, king h7. That's what black can keep playing.
Yep. Or rook f6, rook e6, either or.
No, but then rook f6, do you want king e3, king d4, king d5? Doesn't matter.
कहाँ जाएगा
yeah,
आगे
still.
उसके?
Oh, bishop e4. Achha, this
Yeah,
is
if
also
you go
another.
king e3, bishop c6 check. She's hoping, yeah, but okay.
Queen g5.
King g8 back.
Now she's
d8.
going for queen h4, queen d8 check, maybe.
Queen d4. Divya still keeping the tension on the board.
But what to do now? I mean, like with white, you can't. If you play b4, it's traded. You can't win this pawn. There's nothing much you can do, right?
No, this is a draw. So we are going to get the second game with half points for both the players. And if anyone wins in the next game, they are going to be crowned as the queen in Batumi, winning the World Cup.
Yes, and it's a good moment to give a shout out to FIDE for putting together this incredible event which we are enjoying, guys. Their events draw the biggest of interest, and it's so much fun to follow what they are doing. And also, right now, you can even follow their official broadcast by we have put the link on in the pinned message there. You can check it out. Queen D8.
Yeah, they're repeating. This game is going to end in a draw, bhai.
Who will have the momentum? Because, Humpy was clearly better.
Oh, it's perpetual. She repeats.
Yeah. This is going to happen.
I mean, Humpy was clearly better, but she did miss this rook d1 trick. She was quite lucky that she had queen takes d1 and the game was equal.
Yes.
Because it was possible that rook d1 just won Divya the game.
Oh, yeah.
True. And right now, I think Divya, oh man, she's playing on fighting spirit. Let's go.
Also because if you tire your opponent, then sometimes towards the last games of the tiebreak, the stamina will matter. So that is
I
quite a
mean,
common
honestly, I think black can even turn off their brain right now and just play king g8, king h7 and it will be a draw. So actually Divya needs to decide
You have to be very careful because if you turn off your brain and play king h7, illegal move, huh? Sorry, bhai.
ठीक है ना, फर्स्ट इलीगल मूव चलता है.
नहीं, पर किंग टच कर ले तो किंग f8 खेलना पड़ेगा. देन
अरे!
क्वीन h8
तो भी चलेगा क्या?
Also it's a draw. b4.
Yeah, takes, queen takes. And the point is, everyone watching, that the pawn on b6, which is the only weakness, only unprotected pawn that black has, is protected by the rook on e6. And there is no way that you can distract that rook from that square on e6.
True. She gives it.
Yeah, everything has to be kept protected. That's very important because otherwise the queen gives check.
And Amruta, not king f4 coming up here.
What? Oh.
And you just lose this game because you
King,
lose
pawn,
the king and pawn endgame. So king h4 by
King
Divya.
h4 to me. Yeah.
Divya coming from this side, yeah?
But क्या करेगी? Rook e6 तो obviously will
Yeah,
be played.
e6 will be played.
Oh, wow. Imagine if Rook e4 is played. That's a super tricky move.
Oh. Queen b6 no, what?
Queen b6, bishop f5.
Hi, what are you doing? Are you playing for a win or what? Why don't you?
Okay, maybe I shouldn't. I shouldn't, okay.
Harshit, by risking it with the a pawn there,
It
I
was
don't think
interesting
Humpy
actually.
will
Bishop
do
f5.
anything apart from Rook e6. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
too
yeah,
much.
Rook e6
Oh
will
my
happen.
god, she's trying!
Oh God, Harshit, by no way. No, she will take.
I mean, maybe
after
she'll
the
just
queen.
take the a4 pawn.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's safe. Otherwise, I will be shocked if she plays bishop f5. Harshit bhai, I'll come there to Delhi
If
immediately.
she plays queen b5. She was also afraid. She didn't allow bishop f5.
Hmm.
True, true.
You don't want to calculate with like 13 seconds on the clock.
By the way, f5 is possible, but it's risky. Very risky move f5. Will you play it?
No,
No,
Humpy,
Rook e6.
her experience is coming in handy here. Humpy is like, no way, I'm going to risk it here. King h7.
Now king h7. I think she has switched off her brain.
Yeah, queen g5. King g8. Queen d8.
Okay.
King h7.
घूम फिर के ड्रॉ होने वाला है.
Yeah, queen d8 check, king h7. And I think right now it's just psychological games that both the players are playing. You know, Divya is like, I know it's a draw, but I'm going to force you to keep playing. I'm going to force you to, you know, in some ways be a bit alert.
Oh
Queen
yeah.
c7.
e7.
But Humpy is like, if I draw this game with black, मैं next game से बहुत pressure डालने वाली हूँ.
Overall, a nice angle for this camera, by the way, by FIDE.
Yeah.
Because earlier they used to have it very low. So this is great.
Rook e3, king f2, rook e4 back, or rook e6, both moves. Completely drawn. Humpy just comes back rook e6. No need to calculate anything.
Yeah, I think both.
King
Now
h3.
Divya also kind of, I think, has come to the fact that it's a draw. Maybe she'll also repeat.
King g8. Check.
Okay. Now they know.
She makes quick 3 moves, gains
Two
30
moves.
seconds.
Quick 2 moves.
Yeah, it's amazing, yeah. That Divya is so much of will to win. Raj Patel says, Sagar bhai, what's up, dude? Love your content, bhai. Arey, thank you, Raj Patel, bhai. Great. We are just enjoying this amazing live coverage here from Batumi, Georgia. Some brilliant footages. A queen will be crowned today in Batumi, the World Cup champion. And who will it be? It's been so even between Humpy and Divya. We have news for you that third place went to Tan Zhongyi. She beat Lei Chingye yesterday. Queen h2. Divya doing this thing.
King h7.
Divya is like, no more king h7, Humpy. Should check.
Yeah, I mean,
Humpy. Yeah.
it's hard to you know understand what white wants exactly because it's completely drawn right now.
Yeah.
No, just making your opponent use all the energy. She's thinking about many more games of tiebreaks, actually.
Akshay Natuji, member for 51 months, backer of Indian chess, says this match is like Sachin versus Shubman Gill. Is this the correct analogy, Harshit bhai? You are a cricket fan.
I don't think Sachin and Shubman Gill are playing against each other, but I do see, you know, like the clash of generations in like the comparison between generations in a way.
Why not Sachin versus Virat Kohli then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Shubman Gill is like
Younger.
the next generation. Yeah, one more generation later.
Exactly.
You know, Humpy
King
played
f2.
in Olympiad, which was in Batumi. Do you know in which year it was, Harshit?
2008.
Obviously, Sagar, you know, you were traveling. 2008.
Oh, no!
Draw finally has been
Good
agreed.
game, guys.
Oof, what a long game there. And both players, they are not talking to each other just yet because the match is still on.
Yeah.
They are going to keep, that competitive energy going. Humpy will play with the white pieces in the next game. She goes away. She wants to go and just, make sure she's ready for the next one. Signing the score sheets there.
By the way, have you seen this? This is just my observation. I don't know if you all agree, but I have seen that in women's chess, after the game is over, very few players analyze with each other. But I think in open tournaments, like when you can see men playing each other, there is more analysis. I don't know what's the reason for it, but I do. I keep an eye on this. Whether I am just is it true? But every time I see it's actually they do not analyze after, and of course this is maybe high pressure game. But we also saw like when Gukesh played Ding, even at World Championship, he was analyzing sometimes. They both were analyzing.
Yeah, it's much
Blessing.
lesser in general. You are right. And also, one of the thing I feel in women's chess definitely needs to be improved is the handshake between the two women players. It's generally not a powerful handshake. And somewhere I do feel it's important to do a powerful handshake.
Wow, I'm hearing this for the first time from you, Amruta. But I completely agree. I mean, it feels so nice when someone gives you a firm handshake.
Yeah.
I immediately feel super excited about a matchup when my opponent, regardless of his rating, gives me a firm handshake, whether it's like a guy or a girl, because it just feels like we're ready. We are going to play a fun game now. But yeah, anyways, that's something to discuss later. Right now, just in a few minutes, Humpy is going to come back playing with the white pieces. If she wins, it's all over.
Yes, and
She's
if
going to
Divya
be
wins,
crowned.
it's all over. So it's actually a decisive game. This one, every first game of a time control is not the decisive one of a new time control, but the second game, if the first one ends in a draw, is a decisive one. So here, anything can happen, guys.
But what's your prediction? What is going to happen?
Mine?
Yeah, yours and his both.
I think Humpy will have an edge here because of having the white pieces. But it all depends on the first 10 moves. If Divya equalizes with her amazing.
में तो बहुत कुछ है. What is your prediction? Harshit bhai generally very confident of his prediction. So what is yours?
I definitely have a prediction, but I don't want to say it.
But it's a prediction. No, it's not like you're rooting for one person. Just a prediction.
Well,
Tough for
I
me.
usually...
And now I put him in a tough spot because he does that to me all the time.
I can understand him because there is so much riding on this game. Like, it's not easy to make a prediction.
I feel it's going to be a draw, this game.
This one as well.
Yeah, this one also.
And
both of them are playing really well.
If this game ends in a draw, they're going to move on to the Blitz, which will be 5+3.
And our flight will be even delayed further.
That is another reason why I feel.
By 10+10 before 5+3. There is a 10+10 segment in between. And by the way, guys, if watching this has made you all excited, then there is a tournament that is coming up. You can check it out. Maybe we can just show the small creative that is there, Vivek Bhai. That is the Kerala Chess Premier League is happening very soon. And it's very interesting. They have a prize fund of 25 lakh rupees, actually. And they have, Harshit Bhai, have you heard about it?
Which one?
Kerala Chess Premier League. It's happening.
I have not actually.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Every team has 20 players, 14 boards, 14 teams. And there are 280 players who will play. And it's actually the last date to register for it is 31st of July. I think it's not FIDE rated. So you guys can check it out. It's an interesting event. And maybe I have linked, first link in the description is there. So you can check out if you like it. You can see it's something new that is coming up. I like such innovative ideas, that are coming up in the world of chess.
Yeah. Chess leagues are always very interesting. We did have Maharashtra Chess League, by the way. Have you played any time, Harshit, in MCL?
Yeah, Maharashtra Chess League was one of my most favorite tournaments of the whole year.
Yeah.
By the
No.
way,
So
look
I'm
at
hoping that
this.
it comes back.
This Kerala Chess League has names which are Kolam Knights and Alappuzha Archers and Thrissur. It's one area, each area of Kerala, which is very cool. Thank you. Okay, guys, 31st of July is there. You can check it out. It starts. I think there's some auction also. 5th September is the event.
We have
Okay, coming back to the
commentary and the super chat by Kundan, who says, I think Humpy will be more aggressive in the next.
By the way, guys, I have to
Possible.
go to FIDE's live stream for a few minutes, for 10 minutes. So I will go in 5 minutes. I will be live at 2:40.
तुसी जा रहे हो?
हाँ, तो उधर मैं जाऊंगा.
तुसी जाओ.
But I will be back in like few. It's a very like for few minutes. Just would love to be there. Maybe guys, you can come there and just say hi to the viewer, to the commentators there, and then I'll be back.
How long is this break going to be?
They will start in 5 to 7 minutes, Amruta.
Only?
Yes.
Yeah. Immediately they'll start.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay. So we can.
You will stay here, right?
Moves are not gonna be played, no?
Yeah.
Right now.
हाँ.
But game तो शुरू नहीं हो रहा है ना?
तुमको change करना पड़ेगा game. कर दोगी?
हाँ, game तो शुरू होएगा तब ना?
Game 2. हाँ, अभी तुम थोड़ा रुकोगी?
ठीक है.
Thank you. Otherwise, we have to give Harshit Bhai to share screen, but right now.
Done है. So Harshit
Amruta.
Bhai.
First game draw. I wanted to ask you, तुझे क्या लगता है? Do you think like both these players have like lucky, like for example, did you have this lucky shirt or lucky dress that you would wear on a special occasion?
Actually, I did have initially, like thoda bachpan mein, but then I realized that it doesn't matter really speaking that way. So after that, I think I was never superstitious in general that way. But I don't know. This is a good question. Somebody in the chat was also asking whether Divya is wearing orange.
I would love to ask Divya this, yeah, because I feel like Divya could have like a special dress that she wears for luck or charm.
It's more than that also. Sometimes you can wear something which just makes you feel more confident. You've won more games in that dress. So that can not exactly superstition, but something you feel good types. And I think Vishy also, many tournaments, he would have this shirt in general. Yeah, he had one stripes cut t-shirt which he would wear.
On big occasions. Yeah, and okay, now Amruta, Humpy, I mean, in the classical segment, she played first move knight f3, and then she went for this, e3, b3 kind of a setup. And Divya equalized very easily, if you remember the game that happened yesterday.
Today, yeah, I wasn't there in the opening, but yeah, now that you say this was played, do you think she will play the same thing in the opening?
मेरा ही question छीन ले मुझसे यार.
अच्छा. No, I don't think Humpy will play the same thing. I think they generally will have some tiebreaks के लिए something else prepared.
I think, let me guess. I think we might see d4 today.
Okay, let's go d4. But e4 any chance?
If I was Humpy's coach, and I mean this is the last segment, so I don't think it matters. So I think I can say it now. If I was Humpy's coach, I would definitely want to play something unorthodox to try and bring Divya out of the opening. Because Divya is super well prepared in the opening. It's very hard to get an advantage in any opening against her. However, her strength might not be the same as openings in other stages of the game. So maybe I would try to, play something slightly inferior just to get a game. Because if I play something normal, usko sab kuch pata hai.
Wow, that's a good point actually. And maybe if Divya's opening preparation is so good, then d4 does make a good choice with white, as you've suggested.
d4 and maybe some knight f3, g3, some ratty setup.
Harshit, when in 2017 we were at the World Cup over there, Ding and Levon played the finals in 2017. And
Mm-hmm.
Ding at that point of time, I mean, it was like really major kind of a breakthrough for such an
Uh-huh.
event that way. So that's where, like, even if you have World Cup is such a long tournament of almost so many days and all, that whatever your weaknesses were, even during the process, players have kind of managed to fix it to by the
Yeah,
end of it, which is
true.
quite interesting that way, like how a tournament
Mm-hmm.
can motivate.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Humpy has done this so many times before. For Divya, this is definitely a breakthrough. I mean, of course, she won the gold medal in Olympiad, but I think winning this tournament, winning this World Cup would be huge for her career. And I do think that, it would be kind of nice that obviously we have seen Humpy, winning most of the major title. It would be very nice if someone like Divya, someone from the newer generation, can, like uh win this tournament. Of course, I mean, it's very hard to root for anyone. Like, both of
Yeah.
them are so close to me.
Exactly.
Um,
It's you're right about the pros and the cons. Like, let's say if Humpy wins, it's like at this age, it is an incredible feat. Already, it is incredible. Like both of them reaching the finals, as you've mentioned. And if Divya wins, it's like for the young generation, this new champion. That's another
hmm,
interesting thing. So, dono mein there are these pros, which we have, which are going to inspire us, guys. What is the vote saying? Abhi ka
by
prediction
the
kya
way,
hai?
we do have the tiebreak starting time. The
Yeah.
next game is going to start in 9 minutes in
Ooh.
2:50 p.m. Indian time. And
Got it.
our producer has just updated us with this. Thanks a lot, Vivek Bhai, because now we know that the games will start in 8 minutes from now, Amruta. And the players, I mean, of course, I imagine the pressure, Amruta. You just played one rapid game. थोड़ा तो कुछ रेस्ट चाहिए सेकंड गेम के पहले because the stakes are so high.
Yeah, I cannot imagine the level of pressure. At least for Humpy, it's still slightly a better situation, correct? Because with the she has white pieces in a critical
But
game.
after
Eight
10, 12
minutes.
moves,
After 8 minutes, the game is going to start. Hmm.
after 10, 12 moves, I feel like white or black doesn't matter because we get a complicated position anyway. Guys, for all of you watching, just imagine putting yourself in their shoes right now. They're having so much pressure. So, mistakes, blunders, like brilliancies are going to happen. We need to be there for both our players who have made us so proud by reaching the finals. And I think watching this with all of you right now is just a cherry on the cake.
And look at it, Harshit, at 2:30 p.m. we had like almost 15,000 people watching the finals. Kya hai na? What a support from all of you. Thank you guys for joining in. Kyunki I'm sure the our players, their families, everyone will be rooting for them. तो मजा आएगा ऐसा सब support देख के. It's always motivating.
Yeah.
Hey, there is a question by Nehal Harshit. He asks, will Divya play Sicilian? If E4 happens.
So Nehal, Divya, sorry, Sicilian is an opening which comes when white plays first move pawn to e4 and black plays c5. And I personally have a feeling that Humpy will play the move pawn to d4. And if that happens, then black can no longer play the Sicilian. So
Then maybe
it,
Nimzo. Yeah?
um, I think d4, d5 might happen because that's what Divya has been doing.
Okay. Okay, D4 defies Harshit's prediction. देखते हैं क्या होने वाला है. We have a super chat from Kundan who says, call Samay for the stream. What's he doing nowadays? Yesterday he did call on the stream. Sagar and Harshit were there. So, yeah, he is doing good. He's doing good. Karokan नहीं. Guys, E4 is D4 को बताओ. What's gonna happen for D4? I think Harshit, it's easier
Mhm.
to say the names for E4. Karokan, Perk and all. D4 के लिए थोड़े tough names रहेंगे.
Yes, Slav is one. Like, Slav is very common. Vishy used to play Slav a lot. And by the way, look at Divya. She
Ooh.
comes on the board 5 minutes before the game is supposed to start. She wants to get in that, mindset of being super focused. this potentially might be the last game, Amruta.
Crazy. Normally, 5 minutes ago is. I don't see players coming so soon, no? For tie breaks.
Yeah, no, Divya is very focused there. I mean, it means a lot for her. Look at her. She's already, there. Her game pose is on there. She's ready.
And a banana is also there.
Correct. Uska kya story hai?
Everyone's like, she doesn't eat the banana, but she makes sure it's like the best fruit actually to have while playing a game of chess. What do you carry, Harshit bhai, for eating during a game?
I usually like to have dark chocolate. I've also had some like sports nutritionists who suggested me that dark chocolate is super good to eat during a game. Like it's better to eat dark chocolate than sweet chocolate, because with sweet chocolate it does very well for like half an hour or 45 minutes, but then your energy level suddenly drops down.
Yeah, that's true. But dark chocolate jamta hai kya? The bitter taste.
Amruta, I'm
US
doing
में you are now,
I know. I mean, whatever I do during the game is so that I can maximize my potential during the game. I don't
Oh,
eat
wow.
something, but yeah.
Yeah, not having any biases, as you say.
Okay, Divya is there. She's waiting for Humpy to come. I have a feeling, Amruta, that in this tournament, this might be the final first handshake that they make before the game.
Achha, you think this is going to get over? Okay,
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
it's
it.
going to be a draw. But if it has
Now
to
or
get.
never.
Okay, chat, what do you think? Is this going to be the last game or it will go into. This is the last game. Okay, देखते हैं chat का opinion देखते हैं मजा आने वाला है. Kundan says Divya's attitude is so awesome. She looks so fearless and it feels like she's going to conquer it all. True. Yes, yes. Draw. Last game. Draw. Last game. काफी 50-50 लग रहा है. Hard to predict, basically.
One last ride, Amruta. One last race. Who
One
will
last.
finish the finish line? Who will finish the uh boundary first? That's the question. Will it be Humpy? Will it be Divya?
What is
I
our
think
poll saying?
Divya just cannot wait, Amruta. Look at how excited she is to play the game. She's like, let's go, yaar. मैं बैठी हूँ यहाँ पे क्या चल रहा है? Let's start the game.
धक 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 ऐसा होता रहेगा यार. This is such an intense moment, guys. Such a high pressure situation. Not easy for both the players, but once the game will begin, they will forget about all the pressure. It's only calculation.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that it's super important for Divya to not feel overwhelmed right now. I know that it won't be easy, but it's very important, Amruta, कि ऐसे situations में you can calm yourself down, because quite often when you are super overwhelmed or nervous, you tend to miss something in your calculation. It has happened to me. It has happened with many of my friends who are top players. Very important to be calm, especially when we are playing so quick and we are playing rapid chess. So I hope that just before the start of the game, Divya can just ease herself and get in the zone, because right now she does seem a little anxious.
That's what I was going to ask you. Does she feel a little anxious? I thought she was very, very relaxed, but as the game is coming closer to, beginning now, 2 minutes left, guys. In 2 minutes, the game is about to begin. We are still waiting
Yeah,
for Humpy. मजा आ
still
जाएगा.
waiting for Humpy. She's going to come any minute. 1 minute to go. 1 minute में गेम शुरू होने वाला है. If Divya wins, she is going to become the 88th Grandmaster from India. If
I
Humpy
don't know
wins,
about Divya Harshit bhai, but it is right now very, very tense situation even for us to just wait. शुरू कर दो
yeah,
भाई, जल्दी से शुरू
शुरू
कर
कर
दो.
दो. Let's go. Just 30 seconds, maybe 40 seconds until Humpy comes and the games begin. My prediction is that she will come, sit on the board and quickly play this first move, pawn to d4.
Sanket says legend versus prodigy and nothing to separate them so far. Wow, what a nice comment there. Oh, welcome Sagar. How was it at FIDE's stream?
Mm,
What
I,
did they
Sagar bhai,
ask
khane
you?
बैठ
I couldn't.
Go. Why? तो जाके हो ना क्या हुआ?
नहीं,
तुम
they had some technical things, so they said that we'll invite you later. ऐसे.
अभी आपकी जरूरत नहीं है.
But guys, if you are wanting to check out the commentary of 5-time world champion Vishy Anand, then do check out the FIDE's broadcast. He's live there, and it will be amazing to follow that as well.
That's awesome. Vishy is there and
Yeah.
Skripchenko as well.
Yeah.
And Gaprinder Shuli.
Yeah.
All of them. क्या बात है. Solid and Humpy there joins in.
Yeah, Humpy just takes her seat as well. It's possible that, we might have this 5-minute delay, or maybe the games will start very soon. We will wait and see what's going to happen. Humpy has taken her seat there. Both players waiting for the referee to say, and Black can now press the clock.
Can you go full screen, director साहब, on both the players? तो थोड़ा ऐसे एक माहौल थोड़ा intense, and like always, Divya has a fruit by her side. She always brings it to the game, and I think it's more like when she will feel the drop in energy to the highest extent, she will eat it. Like she generally doesn't have it. And guys, look at Humpy there, closing her eyes, getting into the groove. Divya, fully focused. This could very well be the last game of the FIDE Women's World Cup 2025. And in case of a draw, then we will have 2 more. क्या लगता है दोस्तों? Last game या 2 more?
2 more.
अच्छा, Amruta 2 more. Harshit bhai?
I think this will end now, but I was just looking at Humpy's eyes right now. Look at her. She's meditating. She is completely, trying to calm herself down right now, completely trying to get into that mindset. And
I think when the stakes are high, Harshit bhai, Humpy is just amazing to watch.
Yeah, she raises her level. Whenever the stakes get higher, Humpy has proved to do this many times for the Indian flag before. Divya has won very recently the Olympiad champion for India, gold medal,
double gold.
Now she is trying to become the World Cup champion.
I think, guys, Humpy, of course, legend of Indian chess. Many people in the chat have said we have grown up reading about her in our textbooks and in our classrooms. But I must really give credit here also to Divya, because to be able to face all of these best players in the world and sort of be on equal footing with them, it's not easy. And she's actually upped her game so much in this tournament that after this tournament, no one is going to question that she's an elite top. Like, she's now joined the ranks of the best women players in the world. What do you say, Harshit bhai?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, we cannot take anything away from both the players here. Reaching the World Cup final is an extremely difficult and arduous task. Both players have managed to do it. Unfortunately, there is only one winner in sports. It has to be either Divya or Humpy here. But regardless of whoever wins, दोनों ने दिल तो जीत लिया है सागर भाई.
True. I agree. That goes without saying. Both have won hearts here. Both have qualified to the candidates. But भाई एक इंडिया को और एक GM तो चाहिए यार. 88th GM. That would be huge. But also, I am a big fan of Koneru Humpy. So actually, it's all split up, guys. We don't know. Kiske liye root kare?
COD says our childhood hero on a revival tour versus this hungry youngster on the run of her life.
Nice. Nice.
Actually, Humpy pe there is a chapter, no? In AP, I think they do have.
Yes. Yes.
That's cool. Even
but
on
that chapter
Harry.
needs to be updated with all her recent achievements. She's achieving so much. She's becoming like she won this women's Grand Prix that happened in India. Then she won the World Rapid title previous year. She's unstoppable, yeah.
Muba says I study about her in the GK book.
Let's go. The games have started and
Oh,
D4.
Harshit, bhai, he had predicted the Sagar D4, D5.
C4, E6.
D5
on the board.
D4, E6. Knight to F3. Knight F6 and G3.
Wow, Catalan and open Catalan. Divya takes on C4.
Bishop G2, check. Bishop B4 check. Blitzed out by Divya. Will Koneru play Bishop D2 or Knight D2? There are two options here for white.
I think Bishop D2 is by far more popular, right?
Yeah, Knight C3 also a very rare move. I think maybe Koneru will try to surprise her opponent here somehow.
Actually, it's very complicated because, Divya is someone who is so well prepared in the openings that you don't want to go down the main line. She'll definitely have a new idea or something well prepared. So Humpy goes BD2. Anyway, main move, A5 played. We have hundreds of games in this line, guys. And if I'm not mistaken, Harshit bhai, this is one of the favorite lines of Gukesh with black.
Exactly. Gukesh was someone who played this line a lot with the black pieces. Vidit was also someone who has played this line a lot. There is also a game between Anish and Vidit. There are also games between Vidit and Anish. I mean, with the colors reversed.
Wow.
So very topical line. What small idea has Humpy prepared here? Because the main line is quite well known. And I'm sure Divya has prepared it.
And Divya has 16 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, she is well prepared.
Guys, A5 on the board here. And white is thinking, भाई करे तो करे क्या यहाँ पर A3 move? Should we kick the bishop away? It doesn't look that great. There is queen C2 going after this pawn. There is also castling. There is queen A4 check if it's possible. I mean, I don't see the point of it, but yeah.
Queen C2 looks good.
Yeah, queen C2.
Queen C1 is also a very rare move. It's a very nuanced idea.
Yeah, I remember. Someone had played it against me. I think once I was playing a practice game with Vishnu Prasanna. He played Queen C1. Queen C2.
Queen C2 played after quite a long thought there by Humpy. I hope that she knows.
C5, yes.
She has prepared something here. And sometimes, these players are very tricky. They might purposefully think for a few minutes in the starting position, letting their opponent know that I don't know kya chal raha, and then immediately they'll blitz out.
By the way, she takes on D2, and I don't know.
The main move, no?
Just take with knight and C4 is hanging, right? Oh, I understand. If you take with the knight, B5 is what Divya wants to do, and she's kind of not afraid of this diagonal.
Really? 95?
Yes. 95. Black can just play rook to A6.
Whoa.
By the way,
she's taken with the knight.
She takes with the knight, and Divya instantly. Divya is like, what? Ye sab meko pata hai. I'm well prepared.
What? Oh, this is exactly what Harshit was talking about, that in the opening, Humpy needs to take care that Divya is not, getting this advantage in the opening preparation.
At least for now, it feels like Divya is better prepared. You go on, Harshit bhai.
Yeah, I think that the good thing about this opening is that even though black is well prepared, white can still always play this move pawn to B3. And after CB3, knight B3, white always has a strategic compensation.
Keeping an eye on the C5 square. And by the way, Humpy right now, what did she do?
A4. She went A4.
And Divya is like, I'm going to keep my clump of pawns together. Hum saath hai. जन्मों के साथ ही.
But it is tempting to play AB5, CB5 once again to see knight E5, rook A6, correct?
Yes,
Yeah,
also
knight is
whenever knight e5, also knight d5, not to be sort of missed, is also an idea.
Then an extra pawn for Divya in the opening, that too with extra time. Look at her time, 16 minutes and up. This is going to put a lot of pressure on Humpy right now.
The roles have reversed, yeah. Like last game, Divya was pawn down. Now Humpy has sacrificed a pawn.
Ambit
And also-
gambit.
नहीं भाई, gambit. It's just 9 moves, and it seems like Divya already has managed to gain 4 minutes time advantage. Also, if Humpy does not prove her compensation, Divya is just going to be a pawn up. I mean, she now, I feel right now, objectively speaking, Divya is a small favorite.
Yes, with the opening, definitely. For Humpy, she needs to be accurate all the time now.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
and look at her clock, Amruta. She's just not able to find the right plan. Do you think she will play this move b3, Sagar bhai?
I think maybe now or castles and later b3. It's a must, right, Harshit bhai? Because if you don't do b3, what compensation do you have for a missing pawn here?
Yeah,
There's
I
nothing
completely agree.
else to do here. Because, guys, remember, like, for example, you castle, black is doing really well. So you have to play b3 and then take. And as we pointed out, this c5 square is weak. Good compensation here. And I think Humpy is well aware of these motives.
Yeah, I think she's deciding because, a move like b3 completely changes the character of the game, and she just wants to make sure before she commits doing something so drastic.
Correct.
The other idea is that, white just goes castles and says that, yes, you're a pawn up, but your bishop on c8 is passive.
Right, and that means castles, and e4, yes? Oh, she goes b3 directly. Let's go. b3 on the board, guys. And Divya quickly takes it. Because Divya understands there's nothing else to do, yeah? There you have to take.
I think Divya just knows all of this. Knight b3.
But then this pawn is like a deadly passer, no?
Yes, it is. It is.
That's why the pawn on a2 might have been better. So direct b3,
but
yeah?
No, the thing is, after b4, the c5 square is a bit weak, the c6 pawn is a bit weak, and the knight on b3 constantly keeps attacking a5. So, in a way, even though you have the passer, it is some compensation for white.
Yeah.
She castles, that's why.
I liked how you explained it. White will always have some compensation, Sagar. By after b4, one idea for black is to play knight d5, knight c3, and just plonk that knight in the middle of white's campus.
That's also true. So actually, for now, Divya says, I am postponing my decision with the B pawn. I don't want to take a decision right now. I'll castle. And Amruta just checking the games that I've played on this position, and we have many.
Yeah, we still have quite a lot of games. Christopher Yu has played this with white. Boris Avrukh, who is very
Boris Avrukh,
expert opening.
D4, guys. We all grew up on it, and many generations growing up on it.
And Sagar, after studying, would never remember the lines on the board.
कुछ याद नहीं. I'll tell you the story, guys, 1 minute के अंदर. But Bishop A6 also blitzed out by Divya.
Oh, she's very well prepared. Amazing.
मैं दिव्या के साथ अगर white रहता ना तो I would play knight f3, g3, b3, something that don't go in theory, यार. She is so well prepared.
मैंने भी सेम बोला था सागर भाई when you went on that FIDE broadcast. Exactly the same.
भाई डर लगता है फिर. Divya is too good with her preparation. I'm now actually quite convinced that she's working with some amazing trainers, amazing team. She hasn't revealed that yet, and she had mentioned that she'll reveal it once she becomes a GM. So आज अगर if she wins, she will be a GM, so she can also reveal that.
Ooh. Big reveal incoming. By the way, less than 10 minutes for Humpy. I'm getting a bit nervous right now for her. She just needs to move. Just move. Rook d1, rook c1, does not matter.
Needs to play quickly here. Bishop a6. But the thing is, it's important to know, do you want to put your rook on d1 and c1? Do you want to put your rook on b1 and c1? Do you want to put your rook on e1? I mean, I don't know where, or you want to put this rook on b1. You know, like here, this rook.
Time देखो यार, 9 minutes on the
वही
clock, 7 minutes का difference is huge for such a game.
True, true.
That too, you still need to keep finding the accurate ideas.
Correct.
exactly. By the way, Black wants to play ba4, rook a4, and bishop to b5 there, and then
where?
advance
Oh.
the a pawn.
Acha, that way. So basically, if let's say rook c1, then you take here, and bishop b5, rook goes back, a4, push karo, khush raho,
Deadly.
get all the pieces out, black is better.
Exactly.
Oh, she goes
And she
knight
played.
c5.
What did she do?
Knight c5. Okay, it does look like a good move, yeah?
Good move.
Yeah,
She
that's
wants to take the
logical.
bishop. So like if you take here, I believe Humpy might just chop this off first and then take here.
Not take, but b4 again, my question.
Where?
Why? Knight c5, b4. No?
Yeah.
Long term,
Yeah, that's a
forever
good move.
advantage, no?
Yeah, knight c5. ba4 played though. I'm a bit surprised that ba4 was played instantly. Maybe Divya
Preparation.
knows this as well.
Arey bhai, bhai.
Bhai, 16 minutes for
Encyclopedia.
her and half of the time of that for Humpy, 8 minutes.
I think
This is crazy.
she takes on a6, good move. And now for Divya, a question to take with the rook or the knight.
Knight se mara to c6, no?
Yes, that's true. Takes. She takes with the rook. Again, blitzes it out.
50% extra time.
No, but I think now the position has calmed down a bit. My feeling is that white can breathe a little bit easy because rook a4, these two pawns are weak. One of them will fall and we might get another draw.
Are you sure one of them will fall?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I'll say one thing. I would definitely prefer white in this position. The only problem is that my opponent has been playing so fast that it puts psychological pressure on me. But in terms of just the position on the board, I would definitely prefer white.
But why, Harshit bhai? Like it's clear, no? Like you can play knight d5, you can put your knight on b4. You can, I mean, yes, there are weaknesses, but it's like white's better structure and everything is compensated by this extra pawn.
Yeah, because the knight on b8 is super passive. It's
But
very
now
hard for that.
97, no? Because it's
But then-
she played it. She played it, by the way.
She played knight d7.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like my white's pawn structure is amazing. The rook
You
on a4
are
is
actually.
अरे
Harshit bhai,
बोलने
you-
दो ना उसको.
No, but he is a Catalan player. Harshit
Yeah,
bhai, no?
I have played. I've played Catalan a lot, and that's why these positions, like can become quite tricky for black, especially if you lose the a5 pawn. Then the c6 pawn is weak, and white is playing for two results.
Mhm.
But statistically, 2-3 games have already been played after Rook a4 and they have ended in draw. So I think we are going to have 2 more games.
Rook a1 played. Draw नहीं होगा यार अमृता. ये गेम draw तो चांस ही नहीं है होने का.
क्या बात कर रहे हो हर्षित?
Exactly.
Harshit bhai.
What confidence.
Can we have Harshit bhai on the screen? Director साहब, मतलब Harshit bhai's expression very important here because
Why so confident?
Why, yes.
Harshit can no draw.
मतलब कैसे भाई, ये तो very close to draw, right?
No, I mean if you just turn off the engine भाई, फिर बोलो कैसे draw है.
ठीक है, चलो भाई, turn off करते हैं. Okay, turn off the engine. Now my moves for black are knight d5, queen b6, rook b8. I mean,
भाई मुझे भी खेलने दो.
खेलो पहले, अभी मैं मूव करता हूँ.
पहले आप.
Queen b6.
Okay, queen b6. Let's say I play e3.
e3. Let's put rook b8.
Knight d2 maybe.
Coming here, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bhai, tricky guy. Okay, let's go.
भाई tough है position भाई. आसान नहीं.
Knight d5.
Knight d5, knight c4.
Knight c4. Queen
एक
b2.
pawn तो मर
मर
गया.
रहा है ना, a5 is
एक
gone.
minute.
अरे queen b2
अरे
में knight
b2 पे कहाँ आ
b2.
रहे हो भाई?
b3 भाई, b3 पे आ रहा. Queen b3.
Queen takes.
Rook.
Take here, yes.
Yeah, with the knight, let's say.
And this one is better for white. If this happens.
Yeah, I think so. No, there is some practical problems, guys. Practical problems. It's not so easy.
ये
to
भाई
play this
हर्षित
black.
भाई ने जो आइडिया निकाला इधर, I should not go rook b8. By the way, c5 क्यों नहीं भाई हर्षित भाई ये क्या है ना? Get that pawn,
C5
get
is a good
rid
move.
of that pawn, no?
C5 is a very good move. So I should not allow C5 as white.
Correct. So queen b6 very likely by Divya. By the way, for first big thing here, queen b6. My idea is
Maybe rook
c5.
C4.
Sorry.
Maybe rook C4 white needs to play.
Okay.
Alvin is saying my 1000 elo brain can't understand anything without engine. Bar,
Okay.
bar. People want bar.
Okay, guys.
Rook
bar is
A1
here.
played. No more moves by Divya yet. She's thinking. I have a feeling that यहाँ तक उसको पता था. And now that she has like more than an 8-minute time advantage, she's like, let me just think for a few seconds here, maybe a minute or two, and understand where I want to put my pieces. Queen B6 भाई आपका idea मुझे पसंद आया.
हाँ भाई c5. I like the idea of c5. And by the way, we have someone in the chat, SNVNYL, says I skipped school to watch this.
Wow.
Wow. Guys, what did you guys skip to watch this? We skipped a flight to actually watch this. Harshit bhai, what did you
Harshit-
skip?
I luckily, did not have to skip anything, but
भाई खुद तो skip किया रहेगा ना, ऐसे थोड़ी ना lunch में भी you
कोई
skip.
दोस्त
No, I
वोस्त
mean,
को मिलने
this
वाला
was my
रहेगा.
biggest priority. So I did not it didn't even occur to my mind to skip this.
Okay, Harshit bhai skipped nothing. We have someone
Because
saying
he
I
gave
skipped an
priority.
ad to watch this. अरे क्या बात है? I skipped gym. I skipped sleep.
बाप रे.
I skipped work. अरे भाई पूरा
अरे chat is going crazy. Exam मत skip करो guys. नहीं तो your parents will come to us with all the complaints.
Like kuch bhi ho, it's worth it. Whatever you skipped, it's definitely worth it because we are looking at the tie breaks between Humpy and Divya. Rook A1, Queen B6. Will it be played?
All your analysis was it right through engine? Oh wow!
Yeah, we played well actually.
Amazing! This is so cool.
But the way in which Harshit bhai played
Yeah.
with white was really nice. And I think, guys, this plan which Harshit bhai showed has so much potential. Knight d2 to c4.
Yeah, it's a typical. By the way, in these positions, h4 is a very common move, just gaining some space on the king side.
Wow. h4, h5, h6 could be very, very powerful. And
Srinjoy says watching at 4 a.m. in Canada. Lots of love. Chess with India.
Arey.
Nice. And
Arey.
Suhadri says I skipped to my wedding.
अरे
क्या बात है. Thank you. Thank you भाई. भाग के ही शादी करने वाले रहोगे.
Queen B6 has been played.
चैट में तो अलग ही लेवल का स्किपिंग चल रहा है.
But the speed at which the chat is like blitzing out the comments, and honestly they're so interesting, it is insane.
Right.
Okay, by the way, Queen B6 played. Black wants to push C5 right now. By the way, after E3, is
Yeah.
C5 the best move?
Yes, Harshit bhai. No. Actually, she goes 92 directly. Humpy is like, Harshit, I loved your idea so much. I'm going for it directly.
So now if c5, does it make a difference?
And attacking this a5 pawn, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or even Rook B1, Rook B7. The Rook
By
might
the way,
jump in
Rook
suddenly.
B1, insane move. And what is Divya? Divya, how did she play this move so quickly?
Is it still her preparation?
I think she just thought and she realized that
Yeah.
knight c4, queen c7, right? Defending.
But then
E3
the
now.
pin on g2 say 8 tak is
True.
kind of.
Now c5 is
E3
not
will happen
easy.
now.
E3.
E3 will be white's move and black will play knight d5. That's going to be the next two moves in the board.
Okay, but why not knight c4, queen d4, knight a5? I mean, you will not take maybe queen d4, or
No,
you
it's
will.
good.
It's risky to play like this.
This is better for black, yeah?
Yeah, just saving the pawn, no? Maybe queen e5.
Yeah, because
and now,
queen e5, knight c6,
Wait,
there is queen a1.
Wait, arre, Harshit bhai.
He's very sharp,
bhai.
tactically sharp. Nice. But people wouldn't have heard here.
No, they heard Amruta. Queen a1 check, giving up the
Couldn't
queen.
have heard.
Bishop f1, and now this very nice move. Harshit bhai, do you want to try now? Black to play.
I unfortunately saw it.
Which is?
Rook to e1 and then to bring the
Yes.
other rook from a8 to a1 and putting pressure on that
Crazy.
bishop there. By the way, let's come back to the live board. Humpy is down to 5 minutes. I think she just needs to play a move like e3 quickly. Save some time, play e3. The problem is that black is going to respond with knight d5, and I think that's what she's trying to consider.
Yeah, very important moment now in the game, guys, because in the next 15 minutes or so, or maybe even less, we might crown a champion. Or in case of a draw, we'll have two more games. It's getting really intense. I think E3,
Yeah.
Harshit's move, definitely coming. Let's say E3, knight
Yeah.
d5. I like it a lot. Knight c4, attacking the queen, queen c7, I believe. And now, let's say if I put even more pressure on the a5 pawn, I have four attackers. What do you do?
Yeah, this idea of c5 of yours, just liberating that weakness from c6, and we might get a mass exchange on a5, and that seems to be
So
heading
like,
towards the draw.
oh, she does
e3
play
played.
E3.
e3
E3.
played,
And
and I think knight
Divya
d5 will be
blitzes
blitzed
out
out.
knight d5.
Yeah.
Harshit bhai,
Yeah.
you are a future seer. What do you say it? You can see the future. 95.
And I think knight b3 will definitely be a strong consideration right now for Humpy to stop black from pushing the pawn to c5.
Knight b3, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, if Humpy is super ambitious, she might play knight b3. But yeah, it's also a possible move. True. By the way, people who want to know the tiebreak rules, just check the description. You can check out the entire rules there.
$14,000 of you watching. Knight d5 played. Humpy is down to 3.5 minutes. Maybe it's time to pull the brakes. Just go knight c4 and take that pawn on a5, the line that you showed.
Yeah.
She's still thinking. 3 minutes, 20 seconds for her now. The idea of black is that black wants to put that knight on d5 to b4, which is going to also protect the c6 pawn. Humpy is just not playing a move.
Humpy
2
down
minutes,
to
50
2
seconds.
minutes.
She goes knight c4. She goes for it.
She played knight c4, but now queen c7 is obvious. Divya decision, I don't think is complicated. Put the queen on c7.
Queen b5. She should not be tempted by queen b5. That's a very bad move.
Because of knight d6 or?
Queen b5. I just felt like, even some sort of rook b1 ideas are in there, but knight d6 is also there. Just feels wrong to put the queen there.
Bishop
f1.
Yeah, that should also be insanely strong. Guys, look at Divya there. She has close to 11 minutes on the clock. And Humpy has 2 minutes 55 seconds.
Knight c4 played by 2 minutes 55 seconds. Divya should not make the mistake of blitzing out her move here right now, because she does have the time advantage and she needs to use that time advantage to her favor, which she is doing. This is very nice. Queen c7 played. Yeah, best move found by Divya.
Nice. Amazing.
And now we were looking at queen to d2, putting even more pressure on that a5 pawn. She does it. She goes for it. Queen d2 has happened.
She played so
Yep.
quickly, yeah. A5 by draw incoming. Harshit by
yaar.
C5, Rook A5, Rook A5, Rook A5, Rook A5, Queen A5, Queen A5, Knight A5, pawn takes, draw. नहीं
Draw.
पहले और भी थोड़ा सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं. Bishop takes, pawn takes, draw.
But Divya, having such a big time advantage, would definitely want to keep the game going, right? I mean, she has an 8 minutes.
How, Harshit bhai? How do you save this pawn? It's impossible. If you try knight b4 to save here, I'll still take the pawn. And then take and take. In fact, this could even get tricky for black. So c5 is straightforward. I think Divya will play it. And guys, we are most likely heading into 10 plus 10. Harshit, do you agree
My
now?
goodness.
10 plus 10.
It seems more and more likely that this will go into a draw now. I still
What?
think Divya.
हर्षित भाई ड्रॉ होने वाला है? You were so confident नहीं होएगा करके.
Arey. Oh, look at Divya. She keeps on playing. She does not want a draw. She goes knight b6.
No, Divya will keep fighting. I think last game when she found this tactical resource of Rook d1, Sagar with more time, with better preparation, Divya is going to fight till the end.
Divya is going to fight, but this is also risking it a bit because
How?
somewhere okay. Firstly, a5 pawn is under pressure, so she takes because
Yeah, she
there's only
takes.
queen takes, and now you guys can realize that this knight is a bit passive, and rook and bishop attacking. So maybe Harshit Bhai's prophecy that the game might not end in a draw could come true there.
But time,
Queen
2 minutes.
Queen c3.
Queen c3 played.
Nice
Queen
move.
c3 played. Amruta. Everything will be decided in this game. Be prepared for it.
You know what? I started to feel that this position slightly easier for white to play. Knight f6 played by Divya. Now, Harshit Bhai, Rook c1, Rook c4, but still,
Very
Divya's
unclear.
okay, knight d5
Yeah.
is coming.
No, very unclear position.
Not sure, not sure. Divya's play has been so confident. I have to change my opinion every now and then with her quick moves. Tuck, tuck.
But 2 minutes में the risk is, with such a high pressure situation and this much time difference, the chances of making an inaccurate move or a sequence of inaccuracies becomes very huge.
Less than 2 minutes, Amruta. That's why I just have a feeling कि ये game खत्म, ये match यही game में खत्म होने वाला है.
Harshit Bhai has been saying this since the start.
I
guys.
know.
Bishop
Crazy
f1
intuition.
was one move suggested by the chat, but no, Rook c1 played.
Rook
Pawn
c1 played, okay.
attacked on c6.
How dangerous is that a pawn if it survives as a passer for black?
Very dangerous. That's why I want to capture the a5 pawn before I capture the c6 pawn.
But she's going after c6, right?
She wants to go queen a1 and then go rook c5 after that.
Arey bhai, kahan? What kind of rooks are all like dancing here? Idhar se idhar, idhar se idhar, idhar se idhar. Wow.
That was a nice one. Really amazing coordination.
Knight d5 played. And queen a1 should be played by Humpy very quickly. 1 minute 30 seconds. She needs to go.
She takes on
What
d5.
she takes on d5?
What the hell?
But then black is a pawn up, no? Very happy black should be with this.
And she
Oh
didn't
my
take with
goodness.
The c pawn, she took with the e pawn. I don't know. Maybe couldn't she take with the c pawn, straighten her structure because there was no backrank mate, right? Queen d8.
Oh, I think this is what she was afraid of. And then just queen takes, rook takes, and rook c5. And Divya right
Positional draw,
would have been a draw. Very smart decision to play ed5.
By Divya Deshmukh trying her level best to put a lot of pressure. Now it's like a traffic jam in Mumbai. No car is moving. Everyone is locked up.
Engine is like completely draw. Harshit bhai, क्या बोल रहे हो तुम? Game खत्म होगा. It's equal.
Yeah, now guys, I don't think this is going to go anywhere. But
yeah, exactly. Tell me if this pawn reaches h3, another weakness is created. Any chances if the queen shifts over here?
Chance, Amruta, but the moment you push your h pawn, I will push h4. I will stop it. Right?
True.
Stop the threat before it becomes dangerous. Exactly right. But Divya will try to create. I mean, she's a pawn up. She has nothing to risk in this position.
But she cannot move anything also. Like, she cannot move the rook away. She will just lose the pawn. She cannot move the queen away. She will lose the pawn. So
you think that this will go into the tiebreaks?
100%.
100%.
100% bhai.
Oh, we both are on the same page.
Yes, Amruta. Our flight, by the way, guys, at 8 p.m. is one option we have. I think we may have to give it up. 8 p.m. wala flight to nahi milne wala. Next
if
one is a
we
nice.
have to leave anything after 4:30 or something,
Yes.
then
No,
we'll
I
be
think
in traffic.
for
5
8
o'clock ke
PM,
baad we are
8
in traffic.
PM, she goes
Crazy traffic. At 6.
at 6 or at
Yeah, and I
5.
think
Yeah, can we have
what
both
White
the
will
players
do,
on the camera, by the way, because
Both
it can be
players,
nice.
yeah, would be nice.
yeah,
to
King
have full-
G2. And I think what White will do now is just play King G1, King G2 and wait. And ask Divya what's the winning plan. Because White is quite solid. And she
Humpy
just goes
goes
H3.
H3.
Yeah.
Why not H4? Yeah, just H3.
She will play H4 after Black commits H5.
Array, nice. One step at a time. Like the good
Hmm.
old days, Indian chess, where the pawns could move only one square.
Hmm.
Also, this has become like a battle of patience, also, right? Like every game, if it ends in a draw, someone can get a little bit impatient that, hey, why am I not able to win?
What
And
do you think
especially-
they are assessing the position like?
I think both players know that objectively it should be a draw, but that practically, it can be a bit dangerous for White. I mean, you're right though that the rooks just cannot move. Queen also cannot move. So how can Black create chances?
By the way,
Not
guys,
really.
in the chat, we have 16,000 of you guys do like the stream. And can anyone tell us from the chat? I'm not able to check right now that on the FIDE's live stream is Vishy Anand still commentating. It's on the pinned message there. Is he there? Because
Also,
what is
Hindi
Vishy's
Chess Biz
opinion?
India is commentating.
Hindi bhai, array. Oh yes, Vishy Anand is still commentating. Yes.
Yeah, there are almost 3,000 people over there.
Go
Wow.
and check it out. What-
Chessbiz India raid kar lo, give a lot of love to Vishy and
Almira and Pata Geprindashvili.
Divya here with 7 minutes on her clock. She knows that she needs to find a plan right now. She cannot just rely on making one move because in general, nothing is changing in the position. So she needs to find a concrete plan. It could be something like G5, H5, G4. That could be one idea, which is risky, but she might just have to do it if she needs to try. Otherwise, I mean, she can accept a draw and play the second time control. She goes Queen C7, and the way Divya played it did not seem very energetic. I think Divya knows that she might not have any progress here.
Yeah.
yeah.
Why? What a kaate ki takkar between these two players, just not giving an inch to anyone. And Harshit bhai is still like, where is the win here? Hey, Harshit bhai, not happening.
If you exchange yeah, exactly. If you exchange the queens, then your king can come, and king is a piece in the end game. So I think that might be something Divya will try. But queen d6, don't exchange.
It's happening. Queen C3 back immediately.
Humpy's like, now Divya, you can't do anything. If Divya tries to play for a win from here, I will be like, my mind will be blown. How do you do it? Is the question. Queen b6.
She's going for it. Queen b6. She will try to create some chances.
How,
Harshit bhai? Played G5, H5, and then at some point she'll try to go G4. I'm sure she's going to find some chances.
It could backfire even, yeah? That kind of just...
Yeah, because I think queen d2 and whenever you play h5, e4 ideas, so thoda...
And now rook b7, queen c5... Okay, Humpy is like, no.
Simple
H5.
H5.
H4.
H4?
But...
Yeah.
G5, yes?
No, but take...
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Take queen... H4 played by Humpy.
A5 is hanging. She
so
goes
G5
H4.
Takes...
No,
she
it
goes
doesn't
G6.
work. G6. G6 is much more normal. I think what Black will try to do is go King G7, King F6, and maybe then try to go G5.
What, with the king, you mean?
Raja being Raja.
Harshit bhai is too ambitious. And like, look at this, Harshit, you are ready to bring your king to
maybe
G5.
It's too, no, it's too much. Because the rook will come to H1 and then I'm going to cry.
Yeah, it's too much there. Queen B6, I think.
But Divya still has 5 minutes more on the clock, and when the time will fall less than 10 seconds for Humpy, that is still the moment. Or not really. Is it like a fortress you would call again?
It's like Amruta the pressure is not breaking. There's so much pressure in the bubble right now, but somehow the bubble is not bursting. This bubble might just go into the next phase, the 10+10 portion.
Also, in the last game, if we saw, it was not like someone was clearly better, right? Like Humpy was pushing a bit, but Divya immediately pulled the
No,
break.
Humpy was clearly better. She
Yeah.
took +1, and that
Yeah.
was huge. It was a big blunder where she kind of lost. I mean,
Yes, but it was
that's
not
why
like
she was
winning.
able to hold it in spite of the blunder.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, but the thing is that this game, no one had an advantage.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a very even struggle, I think.
I would still say opening advantage was with Divya in terms of such a huge time difference. No?
Yeah, but she was black. So, generally with white, you have this margin of error if you don't. So Humpy didn't play the opening particularly great. And so she lost her chance to get an edge. It's equal.
True.
Yeah. And Humpy is just going back Queen C5 and coming back to C3, asking Divya, do you have any way of putting pressure on me? And I think the answer to that is going to be no. And that means that I am going to be...
Harshit bhai, it will happen, I feel. Rook is 7. Divya is thinking to slide the rook this side somehow. F6, G5.
But the vendor thing is, whenever you move the rook, the A5 pawn hangs. And I think I'm going to be stood correct, because I think this game is going to go into the 10+10 segment.
Okay, let's see, guys.
I stand corrected is what I want to say.
In the chat, people are like, intense game, draw, it's drawn. Kaun jeeta bhai? Dingya guki. Arey bhai. You're 6 months in past right now. We have Humpy versus Divya, guys.
Yeah, this is the match we have in front of us. By the way, Humpy has fallen below 1 minute on her clock. I mean, she needs to make sure that she doesn't fall behind 20 seconds, because then Divya might play something like G5, create a chaos on the board, and Humpy might not have any time to navigate through those complications.
Yeah, and right now Divya quickly made a couple of moves. You never know if she's just making those moves to put Humpy under further time pressure, or she's just agreeing to a draw. Because
no, further time pressure.
No, because Rook A2, and why is Humpy not playing her move quickly?
Exactly. I'm also wondering, because it was very clear, right?
Yeah.
Is she thinking of... No, she can't think of trying something.
In the chat, we have Etkad Khan who says, Harshit bhai, kya mast aadmi ho yaar aap?
Thanks a lot.
Oh, E4, what?
Crazy!
No way.
What?
Oh my
Why?
god!
Humpy, why? What just
क्यों
happened
किया
there?
ऐसा?
Oh my
I
goodness!
can't believe it. Maybe Humpy wants to take and play D5, yeah?
Yeah, but
then
there is
Queen
no
E5
need.
and Divya is winning. Oh my god! Guys! Divya has more time. Humpy has 41. Humpy somehow maybe cracks there, yeah?
But exactly, this was not necessary. And last time she was in control.
Yeah.
Why did she decide to lose this control?
My goodness. Can we have like this screen of the board, guys? Director Saab, with all of us, like the idea, Harshit
Big board, maybe. And both of us players over here we can have, because I think it's important to have.
She took on E4.
Yeah, this is
E4
what pressure does to you.
And D5 blunder!
D5 blunder!
Now Queen
Losing.
E5!
Queen E5!
Divya is winning!
But she has to find this only move, which is Queen E5.
She has 5 minutes!
And also there is a pin here.
I think she's going to find it. Divya plays it.
Divya finds it. Whoa!
Wow.
Insane miss by Humpy in time pressure.
Oh! Now one more
51.
pin. This is pin. Another pin here. And guys, the game is just over. Look at Divya. She knows she's this close to winning.
Ooh. I think we do need both the players on the screen, because how is Humpy feeling? What is her expression like? Is she understanding that she has...
No, Humpy is as stoic as it can be. You can't see even an inch on her face that she's worse or anything. But the engine bar clearly shows that black is winning with Rook D8.
Oh, but she also found Queen E5 very instantly. Divya not using time at all.
In the
Yeah.
chat, everyone is like, Harshit, oh, she takes on d5. No way, guys. Again, it's equalized, perhaps.
No, not equal,
it's
but...
still, Divya is slightly better, but...
Oh my God! Humpy is back! What just happened in the last 60 seconds?
No way! This is drama.
Shocking. This is
At its peak.
cinema. Absolutely true. But
Oh, queen d4 check, which is fine. Queen c3 was slightly better because then you could have picked up this pawn on a5. But check.
why didn't she go queen c3 when she was just simply winning the pawn back?
Because then it would be 4 versus 3
E3.
perhaps. Right now,
Oh,
Divya is still 2
No,
pawns up, guys.
even queen endgame would be very risky. I think
Yeah.
practically Divya is still very better with Humpy's 50 seconds on the clock.
Rook e5, you get 1 pawn back. Yes. Because now if rook e6, you can take the a pawn, right?
But then e3 takes. I mean e3, rook a5, e3. The king on g2 is pretty weak.
It's like take here, then
Yeah,
e3.
not
immediately
after taking.
Yeah.
That is deadly, yeah. King on g2 mate ho jayega.
You're right, Amruta. What an analysis. So here I have to take, you take, and then queen e4 is bad because
But queen e4, a4, rook behind the pawn. Are kya
guys,
kiya?
only move to, let's go to the live position, but the only move to draw here is take, check, and here you can expect Divya to grind for like 100 moves.
Yeah, you're still difficult.
She goes queen c6.
She doesn't play rook e6.
She plays queen c6, I think. And now queen takes e4 played. I do think that Amruta's idea of rook takes e4 was very dangerous. This, I think, closer and closer to a draw, but we saw that mistakes can still happen.
Exactly. No, in that 1 minute, everything was like a roller coaster, but coming back to normal. Ho gaya ride, extreme ride.
Again, equal, but still, one can say that Divya has chances because of her extra pawn here.
And Amruta, you are so right. It's like a roller coaster. You know, they are piquing our interest and we are going up for these 30 seconds. And then again, it becomes a very dry position. I'm very interested to see ride khatam ho gaya. Is there still some more drama left?
No, a real roller coaster. Harshit, have you literally sat in that? It's the most dangerous ride.
Which one? Roller coaster?
हाँ, Disneyland में.
I've been in the world's fastest roller coaster, Amruta.
In Abu Dhabi?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Was it good, bhai?
I will only do it once, bhai. Bach gaya.
Very scary. Very scary.
Very scary.
Oh, wow. I want to go now.
Crazy.
Guys, I have this I love these adrenaline rushes, like, for example, these rides, these bungee jumping and stuff like that. You feel like a new person after you do it.
But your bungee jumping video didn't feel like that.
Oh, she goes rook f5. Wow. Look at Divya, how she transferred the rook to f5. Defending from the side, and Divya is like,
just take the king f3.
And she's like, my rook is behind the pawn.
King f3.
No, king f3, king g7.
हाँ ठीक है ना, king e3.
King f4, king f6, and Amruta, this is not so trivial.
No, I'm going king e3, king d4 actually. No, I don't care about that pawn.
Yeah, but this is not trivial endgame, right, Harshit?
King
This could go either way.
Dwaritsky के हिसाब से क्या है हर्षित भाई?
No, I mean, objectively it's a draw, but whenever black has the rook behind the pass pawn, it's very difficult to... Oh, she does do it though. Rook f5, g5 has happened. I think we are going to see one more crucial moment in this game. 40 seconds for Humpy. She goes king f3, king g7, blitzed out by Divya.
But you know what Humpy has actually shown with that move e4? That she's also fearless. You know, she just did not go for a plain simple draw. Though it was a wrong decision, it is insane.
Right. Absolutely. And by the way, guys, while these two stalwarts of Indian chess are playing top players, we have you have an ability to support the next upcoming stars of Indian chess on helpchess.org. Zinc Chess, thank you so much for contributing 100 rupees a few minutes ago and becoming a believer of Indian chess. King g6 played, defending here.
I mean, incredible play by both the sides right now. Divya trying to put pressure. Humpy holding on. I mean, she's holding on to this position really well. She's not allowing Divya to get any chances. King e5, check. But now rook e8, king f4, rook e4 check.
Oh, that's lost. That's lost. So she has to...
I was going to ask king e5.
Divya, by the way, can we have Divya's upfront face? Look at her focus there. She feels like I have even though the bar is equal, she does feel this is her moment. This is her chance.
But as far as I think what Humpy's experience would be in Rook end games, she would also know that this is going to end in a draw.
No, for sure.
Amruta,
I mean,
players like Divya, I mean, they create their chances. They don't wait for the chances to come to them. I think she will go for this rook e8 check and rook e2 idea.
Does she have to do it right now, or she can wait and make some, like, f6 check would not be a nice idea, yeah?
simple.
Yeah,
She
because
goes
then
rook
king
e6.
f4 back.
Ah,
She waits. She waits here. Guys, heartbeat is rising. Divya is close here, but Humpy is hanging on perfectly. F4. Oh, what the move? Like if you take with the rook A4, this pawn is running. You have to take with the pawn, but then the king
king f5,
enters.
king g4.
What a
Man.
move.
What if king e4? You ignore?
Yeah, you have to
That's a
ignore.
good move.
You have to ignore Amruta.
Acha.
Yes.
But that's tough because black got rid of his doubled pawns. She takes rook f4.
What?
But
Is that a blunder?
oh
Yes.
my god,
Oh,
big
she's
blunder!
losing.
I can't
Yeah.
believe how would she take rook
How-
f4?
Why?
How
No,
did
she has calculated something. A3,
No,
rook
she's
b1,
not
a2, rook
using.
a1,
This
king.
is-
She thinks king c4, king b3 will pick up the pawn.
No, but king f5.
Oh
This is
my goodness, Humpy
this
has
is a
missed.
loss.
Look at Divya. By the way, guys, can we go full screen? Vivek bhai, let's go. Director Saab, full screen here. Divya
Full
can
screen.
win with A2. She
Full
goes,
screen.
even this is winning.
Goes
This
king
is winning.
F5.
King F5. It's
Also
winning
winning, yeah.
completely. Let's see both the players here. Divya is totally, yes, there you have it. Guys, F3 by Humpy. Humpy is like the king cannot enter here.
Oh
All
my
squares
God.
covered.
I can't believe why she played rook f4 because a4
Yeah.
was the only idea for black.
So actually, Humpy panicked. They are there. And
Time pressure
It's
can
pure
do this
panic.
to you.
Divya is like this close from becoming the World Cup champion.
Because this is like clearly winning for her.
Yeah.
No counterplay. Oh my goodness.
She's
No,
the
this is
few
gonna
moves away
hurt
from
Humpy,
becoming
yeah?
the 88th Grandmaster from India.
Oh, wow. That's also there.
This is epic. It's gonna happen. She's completely winning.
There's no
No,
way to mess this up. Yeah, Harshit bhai, this is clean.
this is completely winning.
Okay, how do you win basically? Do you play A2, Rook A1, and then bring your Rook to A3, attacking F3, G3?
Exactly.
That seems like a good idea, yeah?
Yeah.
Just wondering how many seconds she had when she picked this.
30
And
seconds.
the white
Humpy had 30 seconds when she took the pawn on F4.
Mhm.
The
And
white
we-
king is already shouldered by the black king right now. A2 followed by Rook A3. And she
played it.
immediately
Yeah,
blitzed
super
it out.
speed. And by the way, Divya also down to now 1 minute 30 seconds. Humpy down to 34 seconds, guys. Actually, black has to be slightly careful here. King D4. Can we already snatch the pawn or should we wait?
No, we should wait till the king goes to C4 and then we should capture it.
So taking here, she goes F6. Waits here. Smart move by Divya. Very smart.
And if king D5, there is Rook D3 check and then you take the pawn.
Check, push the king away and take here. Wow. That's very subtle and very, very cool. She goes king D5.
Played.
Can Divya find this check? In fact,
But
Rook
if
takes
Rook-
pawn is winning also, but Rook D3 is just so clean. It's beautiful
Yeah.
technique to push the king away.
I think she will do it. She has quite some time to figure this out. 1 minute 38 seconds. Should be plenty of time for Divya to find this. She has played a lot of blitz games online, but you can see her. She's a bit nervous, but she's gonna do it. She's going to do it.
Oh, she doesn't.
She's looking
Yeah,
for.
that bit of nerves, before taking that big decision of moving away and giving up your A2 pawn.
We have a super chat by Karthik who says, but both are qualified for the candidates already, right?
Yes, both are qualified,
Yes,
guys.
yes.
So it's a win for India, of course, for Divya and Humpy. Both their fans, they would love their own star to win there, but right now it feels like Divya is slowly and steadily pushing away the white king, and king is going to E7. Where is the king going?
Yeah. I mean, Humpy is trying to put some pressure on the f6 pawn, rook a6.
A6. But now the king will go from f7.
No, king f7, rook a7 check, no?
Rook a7
Yeah.
check.
Oh my
Ooh.
god, king d7.
King d7.
And oh, Divya can now just go here. Oh my god, what a brilliant. She's just coming in here and she'll
No,
win
wait a
the-
second. There's a race. G4,
G4.
H4, Fg4, king d4. Yeah.
Okay, g4, but then king can change the direction.
Ah.
G4 played with just
Oh,
12
yeah.
seconds.
Exactly.
Still some intrigue left in this game.
Yeah,
Some intrigue still there.
But look at Divya there. She's like, I know I'm winning. I'm this close. I just have to completely calm myself down.
Oof.
You know, there is no counterplay for white in this situation. Like, it's not even a
This is the final counterplay. This move g4.
crazy. We have 22,000 people watching this.
Yes.
The final moments between Humpy and Divya.
This is nerve-wracking. I mean, Divya knows she's winning. She goes rook a7 check.
Check. What? Why?
Fine, no?
Because
Actually,
rook a7
Divya
check.
can't make a wrong
Yes.
move. That's the whole point here.
Maybe Amruta.
c6, but no, it's getting tricky. Now,
Tricky.
How?
f5 is one of the only moves.
No, only to nahi ho sakta na.
What if takes here? Is it a draw? Oh my god, if you take
Yes.
the pawn, it's a draw.
What?
Oh my goodness.
But what if king
Insane.
f4? What if king f4?
King f4
King
here
f4,
coming
GH
in.
by
I
pawn
will
mar raha hai.
take the pawn and Amruta, this is a strong pawn. But
Acha.
okay, this is actually now Divya's complicated it and she's also down to 40 seconds. Will Humpy save this? If Humpy saves this, I think she will be.
It will.
Can we have like Harshit Bhai on the screen? I can't look at his expression. He's like,
I
"Arey,
can't.
F4.
Oh, another chance for Humpy, but
Blunder.
she has only
Oh,
26
blunder.
seconds.
Draw होने वाला है.
But will she find GH5? That's the only move.
Oof.
Takes
Oh,
and
she
it's a
finds
draw.
it.
It's a draw now, guys. King d5.
Sagar,
only
but
move.
only moves
Yeah,
for
no,
white
it's
to
very
make it.
tough.
We are still not
Very
sure about it.
King d5.
Oh,
Humpy blunders.
Oh,
h6.
blunder.
it's very difficult to
King
play
d4,
accurate
only
moves
move.
all the time.
Very tough. f5 would be a mistake. Guys, I'm not
Crazy
even able
है.
to understand this. कुछ भी हो सकता है.
ठीक है, if you go king e2, what's the problem
plays
there?
F5.
She blunders
She plays
f5.
F5.
She makes a mistake. King d5 now. Back. Maybe
Okay,
it's a-
why not h7, rook h7, rook a2?
Because f pawn is Amruta super strong.
And why is king
H7.
d5 the only move?
King d5. You want to stop this pawn.
f4,
She finds it. King d5.
f4 now?
f4 king e5.
Oh.
Wait,
And then this is actually a draw now. King e5 only move.
king
But
e5
actually,
again
that's
is
why
a...
king e5. Or because she might
No,
even
h7
think
is
of
tempting,
H7.
right?
Oh, blunder.
Exactly.
Final blunder, I think.
Seven.
This one.
What?
Yeah, because
She
this
just gave
cannot
up the pawn?
Because take.
take rook h4 is winning, no? Finish.
She wanted A2.
The king is
Arey,
far
it's
away.
Lucena. It's Lucena now.
Lucena,
Now it's
yes.
winning.
King g3, f3.
Reaching there.
G3, which is winning. Just winning.
Winning. Divya is
This is the
Oh my god, Humpy h7 ke pehle she just needed to rethink over there.
And what a finish there. So many ups and downs. Insane. Roller coaster.
Yeah.
Complete roller coaster.
There have only been 3 grandmasters. Koneru Humpy being the first grandmaster from India. We had Harika second, then we had Vaishali. I think we are going to see the 4th grandmaster from India. Divya Deshmukh is doing it.
Yeah. And now this is total. I don't see her botching this up in any way. She takes the pawn, which is the correct move here. And Humpy is going to resign here, it seems. She gives a check, but Rook blocks. And Divya knows it. That is, she's winning. Let's... Whoa!
Insane. It's gonna hurt a lot to Humpy after knowing that there were so many misses over there. But a final day, both the players are very tired. We must understand that situation, Sagar.
No, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to make a new queen. She's going to become the new queen in Batumi.
Yes.
F2,
Yes.
King G2.
Look at her. Look at Divya. She has her hand on her mouth. She's like, I can't believe I'm winning this. I can't believe it. King G2. She's winning. Divya.
Oh my god!
Woo! Divya is the champion. A shout out to Humpy for an amazing play. Look at Divya, tears in her eyes. And she has done it. She's the World Cup champion.
Ooh,
She's
God.
the 88th Grandmaster of India. And Arkady Dvorkovich, the FIDE president, comes and congratulates. Maybe we can remove
Divya.
Wow,
She
an
cannot hold
88
him.
Grandmaster there. It's insane. We already have an interview there.
And we have an interview, guys. Maybe you can go to the FIDE channel to hear that interview, because there Michael Rahal will be there asking the question, and Divya is like, 1 minute, I need to go and meet my mother, I guess. And there we have it, Divya Deshmukh, that young girl on the left who dreamed big, is the champion FIDE Women's World Cup 2025, and she's also Grandmaster today.
What an achievement. A
Wow.
big congratulations to Divya. Guys, chat में Divya OP हो जाए. At the same time, Humpy played
Humpy OP,
amazing.
yaar.
Let's have Humpy OP as well.
Clearly, guys, this last game, and Harshit bhai ko dikha do bhai screen pe, that guy legend predicted
Correct.
right
He
from the
predicted
beginning.
draw का chance ही नहीं है. Harshit bhai, what was that intuition?
Amruta, this is pressure. This is what pressure does to you. It's very natural that, even if it's completely equal, one person, it's very bound to take like risks, make mistakes. And I just had a feeling that this game is going to be over. Divya Deshmukh, I mean, what can I say about her? I mean, you saw that little picture of her in the background. She was a small girl with big dreams, and she is on this stage right now. She's proving to everyone that you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
Wow, but I cannot even fathom what just happened the whole game. If you had to recap in a minute, like that decision by Humpy to play E4, a fearless one. At the same time, some decision hurts you, yeah, for life in a
I
way.
think Humpy just felt that this was the moment to try for a win. I
I
mean,
think so.
No,
Otherwise,
because
no, otherwise
she
draw
just
to
played-
hai na, ruke to ruke one.
I don't know. Like, I think there were few uncharacteristic decisions by Humpy, I felt, in this game. Like, she's generally so patient, so calm. But here, by the way, Divya made a mistake here. She should have gone Rook D8, and she would have been clearly better. Take. And then we reached this position, which was kind of even. But Divya found ways. I think I'm super impressed by Divya's fighting spirit.
F4.
This
F4 was
No, but F4,
incredibly
Rook F4 was
Huge
just a
mistake.
big blunder. I mean, you can just go back King E4.
Yeah, and this would have been a draw.
Yeah.
By the way, is GF4 fine?
No, GF4 would lose,
King
I think,
F5?
to King F5.
F3?
But still not
F3?
losing. Not losing.
King F.
Ay,
Sorry, you have different.
no, it's not losing.
Yeah, it's a draw, Harshit bhai.
I think it was
Yeah.
possible. I think it was a panic move. Rook F4 was definitely this nervous breakdown kind of a move.
Yeah. And then Rook A3, F6. And then Divya did something very weird, where she started pushing the king back, because she could have
Yeah.
won here this way. Rook takes, Rook A2, King G4, and then picking
Maybe
up
she
these
didn't want to go
pawns.
into that FNH pawns for some reason.
Yeah, but you have this sort of cut off.
So then, okay, what was a big miss here? She pushed the king piche and then.
And then the big mistake, Amruta, happened here when she played King
This was a
F4.
difficult moment, by the way.
It was take, king takes. And I think the final error came in at this point where Humpy did not find King E5. Because imagine if you find King E5, Rook E1, and now, I don't know if H7 still doesn't work, yeah, because you take. So you have to play King F5, F3,
King G6.
D6. Oh, you have to go there. Oh.
Man,
I think it didn't cross her mind, yeah, that this
yes.
is possible.
Absolutely
F2,
not so easy.
X7.
Not so easy. No. I literally thought, okay, now Humpy has it in her pocket. This one, it's a draw, and they are going to play 2 games. Crazy turnaround, man.
No, H7, and once you play H7, then Divya's moves were clear. She took block and pushed her pawn to queen.
Ooh, the young blood makes it, yeah?
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah, guys, Harshit bhai, your thoughts on this entire finals, Divya becoming the World Cup champion. There you are. There you can see. Okay, we cannot see much of her. Just that she's taken back her stuff. Your final thoughts on Divya becoming the World Cup champion and also a grandmaster?
I think it was much awaited. She played these tournaments in Vaikanze and Prague, and even though she was struggling, she proved that she has this champion's mentality. She is ready to take those punches in order to improve. And right now, she came back up like a true warrior. I mean, this is incredible, and I think it's well deserved. So I'm super happy that she won. That being said, I would also, I mean, I'm super proud of Humpy as well. Because she is qualified for the candidates, and obviously, winning this would have been super nice. But qualifying to the candidates was the main goal of this event, and both of the players have done it. Divya, in the end, comes out as the victor in this matchup, and let's wait to hear from her. Let's wait to hear from
Yes.
what she has to say.
Guys, I don't know if you saw the FIDE channel. Maybe there the interview of Divya would have been there.
Yeah, how
She
is
has-
it?
You can check that out. The link is in the pinned comment there. So check it out. And Amruta, any final words?
Still wondering whether a World Cup winner, for India, whether Divya is the youngest or anything, because even in men's World Cup, I don't know if
Yeah. No, I think the only player in
no
India
one has.
who has won the World Cup before is Vishy Anand.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
So
no one else.
maybe it's a big
It's a
feat.
huge feat.
It's amazing. Okay, we would have had either Humpy or Divya. That was something awesome. But still, I
Yeah.
think she is the youngest.
I'm completely overwhelmed by what has just happened, guys. You also need to take your flight.
Yeah, somewhere
but
it's like also mixed feeling because we Humpy and Divya both we saw such a beautiful final over there. We definitely feel that like disappointment, that sadness for Humpy, at the same time
Yeah.
the happiness for Divya. So
I very rarely get emotional. Like I very rarely get emotional when I'm commentating. It happened once during the candidates. It happened during the World Championship when I was watching. But I think this is definitely like one game where I could really feel the nervousness between both the players, and the mistakes felt very personal to me because I was rooting for both of them to do well. But yeah, this is how it ended. I had a great time, Sagar Bhai and Amruta. Always, all of you who are watching, everyone was super positive today, super nice. बहुत मजा आया. And yeah, I'll sign off for now.
We'll see you in
Few hours.
2 hours.
10 hours from now. Yes.
10.
See you soon. See you soon.
Take care. Bye.
Bye bye. See you, Sagar and Amruta.
Bye, Harshit.
Bye. Guys, that was 69th GM of India. And now today we will have 88th GM of India, Divya
I know.
Deshmukh. We have super chat by R. Karan who says, great job, Divya. This is huge for India in the world of chess. True. And we also have a believer on helpchess.org, Mrunmai Mishra. Thank you so much, Mrunmai, for your contribution of 5,000 rupees. That's amazing.
Wow.
Thank you so much for this. And guys, Divya Deshmukh, such a proud moment for all her fans, all her family, her coaches. I mean, she might even reveal her coach today. I'm super curious.
Maza aaya. No, Sniper says she was just short of words. She said she needs to learn endgames now in that interview. Vishy just said the game was dramatic, how it went in the last and Humpy collapse, is Nikhil. Whew. Whoa. Okay. That was awesome. Sagar, shall we pack our bags?
Oh, yes. I think we can catch the 8 p.m. flight, I think, to Delhi.
Yeah, we'll end the stream and then we can decide. Right? Oh, we can actually. Yeah.
4 hours away. Yes.
We leave in the next 10 minutes, yes.
Definitely. Oh, we have Nikuji joining us here.
Nikuji, flight mat miss karwana hamara.
Bye, Nikuji, कैसे हो?
How was Hindi commentary?
हिंदी कमेंट्री बढ़िया थी और हम बार बार बोले थे कि ड्रॉ हो सकता है देन हम्पी ने E4 खेल दिया. हम्पी ने बोला जाओ दिव्या जीत लो विश्व कप.
Yeah, it was a very risky decision.
I think Humpy really played many dangerous moves there, which is, as we discussed, was not something that she does often. She's very solid in such end games, and if draw ही होने वाला था ऐसे लग रहा था, but then Divya managed to turn it around and she has won it. So I think Niklesh, you also know Divya since a very young age. There is a very famous video of yours from Goa where you are with Divya, Gukesh, Leon and these youngsters.
And I started the video that they are with me and future they will be world champion maybe. So I started like that sentence, that video.
Yes. वो तो
And
एक शॉट हो जाए भाई, आज हिंदी चेस बेस इंडिया पे वो बनाना है एक शॉट जब आप बोल रहे
already
हो
है,
भाई,
फिर से डालना पड़ेगा अब.
फिर से, because with every
Once
achievement
more,
that they
yeah.
are making, it's just crazy.
वाह वाह भाई. So no, fourth grandmaster, सबसे बढ़िया grandmaster भी बन गई दिव्या. This is also great.
Yeah.
And Humpy, yes, she will be, I think आसान नहीं होगा ये पचाना. This is not going to be easy, but anyway she already qualified for candidate, which is the something हाथ में है आपके अभी. So but इंडियन चेस के लिए कितनी बड़ी बात है भाई, ये तो बहुत ही बड़ी बात है. और आपको फ्लाइट पकड़ना चाहिए, मुझे लगता है. आई नो दैट. सो ओके, आई जस्ट केम. ओके, सो
Yes, but by the way, guys,
Thank you, yeah.
Niklesh,
Niklesh from
Yeah.
there, he was also streaming on
Correct.
ChessBase India in the mornings when we were over there. अपने को morning था,
Correct.
but
early mornings in the US. Because of Niklesh, we had this courage of trying to live stream this tournament. He took it up on himself. Then Saravanan joined in, and the one more guy who has been instrumental. I don't know, Vivek bhai, if you can switch on your camera
wow.
and here come on stream, maybe people can see you as well. The man who is handling the entire production of these streams.
Sakar says,
Our
I watched
broadcast
entirely
star.
on Hindi ChessBase India. Great commentary, Niklesh ji.
अरे क्या बात है,
That is amazing.
निकलेश भाई का हिंदी चेस बेस इंडिया
हाँ.
पे लाइव था गाइस. यू कैन चेक आउट. देयर आर आल्सो गेम रिव्यूज इन हिंदी.
Yeah.
आई थिंक
Niklesh, how was it like today? Like in general, how many people were there?
no, 1500 people was common there from yesterday.
Whoa.
It was common, yeah.
आप तो then you have to continue, Niklesh bhai.
यार मैं पूरी कोशिश करता हूँ. इंपॉर्टेंट इवेंट अभी तो वर्ल्ड कप आ रहा है, जो इंडिया वाला मैंने बोला हुआ है वो करेंगे, पूरा करेंगे शुरू से लेकर लास्ट तक.
Solid.
जो
Solid.
no, this is
And
great
do you
for
think,
me also.
Niklesh bhai, do you think that Divya will come to Delhi now to meet the prime minister? ऐसे भी हो सकता है.
Oh.
No, I
then
think
Amruta.
as I assume, no, हम वो मेरे ख्याल से जो हम्पी है और दिव्या दोनों को बुलाएंगे. You
दोनों.
will see.
Correct.
मेरे ख्याल से वही ज्यादा लॉजिकल होगा, क्योंकि
If they call both and then
Candidates.
they are in Delhi, and because we are also in Delhi for this EWC commentary, then maybe we can
भाई
meet
भाई
them.
तुम
Wow.
भाई आप कहीं ना कहीं से पहुंच ही जाते हो दिल्ली, जहाँ काम की बात होती है.
we had no idea, but it could be possible. That they
That's
come.
interesting. But if you
And-
want to catch the flight, what time do we need to leave?
You know, and I'm also coming to Delhi on 31st.
Really?
Arre! Seriously?
Then we will meet
अगर
them.
अगर कुछ काम का हो जाए तो मैं भोपाल जाना कैंसिल करके दिल्ली में रुक जाऊं.
अरे क्या बात.
क्या बात है? Solid.
Let's plan. Everyone in Delhi, guys.
दिल्ली में Niklesh, what is there?
From Spain.
अच्छा
From Spain,
स्पेन से.
स्पेन से दिल्ली
Oh.
पहुंच रहे हैं हम.
विवेक भाई,
बोला.
आप आ रहे हो ना? विवेक भाई
विवेक भाई ज्वाइन करो.
नहीं आ रहे भाई. विवेक भाई लाइक नहीं होगा. विवेक भाई एक शब्द हो जाए, एक दो शब्द ऑन द स्ट्रीम आपके तरफ से.
कैसा लगा आपको?
अरे विवेक भाई म्यूट हो आप.
चेंज कर रहे हैं.
Yeah, it was nice.
But guys, thank
Maza
you.
hai.
A big shout out to Vivek, who has been really backbone of this stream. And also thank you Niklesh bhai, and see you all very soon. I think we'll figure out a way to interview both these champions, especially Divya, who's the winner of the tournament, and to get her thoughts. But for now, it's time to catch our flight to Delhi for EWC finale, which will start tomorrow from 29th of July. So do tune in to Sony Live, where it will be live, and you will get to see all.
Oh yeah, maybe Niklesh, you can think of it later, because there is Nihal, there is Arjun, Magnus, Anish. ये
लेट
सब
मी
लोग
सी
तो है ही
टाइम मैच और आई कैन. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं तो समझने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ फॉर्मेट. अभी तक मैं यहीं पे था.
बहुत
वर्ल्ड कप
आसान
पे खोया हुआ.
फॉर्मेट है. चार लोगों का 4 ग्रुप है, 16 प्लेयर में. एवरी
हाँ.
ग्रुप में से 2 लोग आगे बढ़ेंगे टू क्वार्टर फाइनल्स, फिर उधर से नॉकआउट, सेमीज एंड फाइनल्स. इट्स
नो डेफिनेटली आई विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, बिकॉज मेरा पूरा फोकस यहीं पे था अभी. अब मैं उधर समझने की कोशिश करता हूँ. सो थैंक यू. हैप्पी
Thank
जर्नी
you.
सागर भाई, अमृता जी. बाय बाय.
Yes, bye Nikuji. Oh, I forgot to mention, Zahir, but in 2017, just a final thing, when we were in Batumi, the same place,
2018.
Olympiad, yes, 2018, sorry, 2018, Batumi, Niklesh ने Angela को propose किया था, which became like a very big news over there. So Batumi.
Acha, because this
Lot
is
of things
also
happened
in
in
Batumi.
Batumi.
Oh,
No, I mean the World Cup happened. We had two finalists, yeah, in
oh,
Batumi.
yeah,
So
Batumi, everything happens in
कुछ तो हो
Batumi.
गया था Batumi में. We had so many young World Cup था ना youngsters का भी. तो Batumi is a very interesting place. ठीक है, चलो, let's go. Bye guys. Take care. Have fun.